Hey, hey. What's up? What's up? Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. I didn't do anything. I was painting all day. I got home. I was like, shit, it's late already. So here we are. What's up, Bad Wolf? Hey, Joy. Sly Angel, Marissa. No open today. Adrian, Sly. Zoe Trophy, first one in the house. So Ellie had left me a message last night. And this is what the message said. Hold on, let me get it. So I haven't spoken to her. Hopefully she shows up, but she sounded pretty intense. Hold on. Now I sound like Brittany. Hold on. All right. The comment was, let me find it. All right. Yes. My phone was dead for hours. I'm live now. Come on over. Okay. So she just left me a message 2 hours ago that said, yes, it's the real Laura. She left me a message 2 hours ago that said tonight. So hopefully she sees my message, but my phone's been dead for the last couple of hours. All right. So she left me. Let me find it. Of course, now I can't find it. Why is my life so damn difficult? I think it's on this video. Anyway, I can't find it. But she left me a message that said, can I please come on your channel and have a voice because JP and Queen Bee fucked me over. And I was like, okay. So I said, yeah, you can come on if you want. Which video did she leave it on? Shit. Now I gotta go back into the YouTube studio. Oh, comments. Oh shit, they changed it again. Where the fuck are comments? Discord. All right. Am I in trouble? I'm looking at Discord. I don't see anything. There's no messages in Discord. What are you talking about? I know, Bad Wolf. I apologize. Her post is in there. Oh, Ellie? Oh, that's right. All right, I gotcha. That's right. I posted it. Thank you. You're so smart. She said, hey, Laura, I got so fucked over by JP and then QB. Can I come on your live and tell my side, aka the truth? So I wrote it back. I said, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. And then she left me a message 2 hours ago. It said tonight. So hopefully she'll see my message. But I was painting all day. Hey, I lost a sub between the time I went live and now. The fuck? Meanies? Yeah, it was invisible messages. I know, right, Bad Wolf? I have the worst member Discord. I don't even know why I still have it. Nobody fucking talks. It's crazy. So before while we're waiting for Ellie, let me just say this to Unitanka. Unitanka, stop making fucking videos about me, bitch. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm really like, I don't fucking talk about you. I don't mention you. I want nothing to do with you. And you just keep making video after video after video trying to rewrite fucking history. Bitch, sit your fat ass down. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Nobody cares what you have to say. Just shut the fuck up. My God. Yeah, Adrian made a reaction video. Hey, Steffa. I just can't believe she's still making videos about me. Like, bitch, shut up. Go find something else to do. Come on, Ellie. Where you at? And that's why I was late because I had I wanted to make sure Ellie wasn't blocked on my channel. So I had to make sure. But she didn't seem blocked. I couldn't find her on the list. So there's another thing while we're waiting, I'll address. Everybody seems to think I was shunned out of the community. Let me explain something to you. All right. I'm still here. I haven't left. I faced it head on and I dealt with it. And I dealt with the consequences and I dealt with the bullshit and I dealt with the channel drop and I dealt with losing a bunch of subs, which I've now gained back. But I dealt with it and I dealt with the consequences and I owned it and I moved on. It's been now 5 years since it happened. Do you know who shunned me, quote unquote? People that I don't fuck with anyway. That's who shunned me. Shunned like an Amish YouTuber. But seriously, that's who shunned me. So, you know who stuck by me? People that aren't weak. Do you know who forgave me? People that aren't weak. Do you know who didn't forgive me? Weak ass fucking bitches. That's who didn't forgive me. And I stand by that. So I saw another post where someone said, "Oh, you were shunned like Laura." Who shunned me? Queen Bee? Like literally, that's who shunned me, quote unquote. She doesn't run this motherfucking community. Last time I checked, we all have our own fucking communities, and she ain't shit. There's other people that quote unquote shun me. I say the exact same thing. They don't run this community. They certainly don't run my community. I don't give a fuck what they think. That's their fucking bullshit. But the funniest part is as they say how I'm so bad and this and that, they talk about how they're looking this one thing up and they're looking, it's like everything else is okay. It's perfectly okay for all these people to do all this real life shit. I make one motherfucking move 5 years ago, and that's so bad. Sit the fuck down. People are so fucking fake. Because you know what I've never done? I've never looked up somebody's custody records. You know what I've never done? I've never fucking FOIA'd anybody. You know what? I mean, there's a lot of shit people have done here that I've never done. But they all want to run their mouth like, oh my God, Lauren called CPS in 2020 or 2021. We're almost in 2026, if you didn't notice. So can we please get past it? And if you're not going to get past it, that's your problem, not mine. Especially when half of you are fucking dirtier than I've ever been. Those seem to be the ones that point the fingers the most. Yeah, I've never scammed anyone. Nonsense threw my name in today with fucking Marissa and Clutch Them Pearls. Bitch, I ain't a fucking tragedy pimp. You're a fucking bigger tragedy pimp than I've ever been. Sit the fuck down. I said to Moon, I'm like, why the fuck she put my name in there? I was like, what an asshole. But typical nonsense. There's Ellie. All right. Good. I'm glad you saw me because I'm like, I hope she sees it. My phone was dead for hours. All right. So Ellie's going to come up in a few minutes. Ellie, let me know when you're ready and I'll drop the link. So while we're waiting for Ellie, I can't watch any of them anymore, Joy. Someone needs to tell Joneson that there's no such word as use. That shit drove me fucking nuts. That's okay. You're gonna be nice to my panel guests, though. Moon showed her boobs. I don't know what happened to this community. This community used to speak English. Now nobody speaks proper English. I'm sorry. It just drives me nuts. It really does. And that's my own gripe. Gonna be nice to you, Laura, with my you can have a respectful opinion all day long. See, you have to understand, I don't know what happened between them. I only heard bits and pieces of it, so I don't know. You should have heard it today, Bedwolf. I had to turn it off. I couldn't deal with it. Nothing against her. I mean, she's not a bad person or anything. I just can't stand the use. She was talking something about Clue, and it was like use people. I was like, oh my God, I can't. I just can't. Someone please tell her use is not a word. And she kept saying it over and over and over. I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't even care what she's got to say anymore. I can't. Now Molly's back. Who, Joneson lies? That I don't know. Nah, Joneson doesn't lie. I don't think she lies. My issue though has nothing to do with her beef with others. It's her vibe, but I'll be respectful and I'll let my issues runneth over, but it's tough. Yeah, she's got a small YouTube channel, Joy. I found it one night and it's typical Molly. Her boobs are hanging out. She's fucking gross. I was like, Molly, you're in your 50s. Grow up. And like she's talking to her son and her tits are hanging out. It was fucking gross. I'm sorry, but that's fucking nasty. Like your son is not a little kid. He's a grown man.
Mom,
Hold on. What?
can you please try to keep the AC on? It's fucking 80 degrees in here.
Yeah, you can put it on.
It is so hot.
Well, it's only 69 out.
Yeah, but it's hotter in here than it is outside.
Oh, not my fault you're a fucking Eskimo.
What?
It's not my fault you're a fucking Eskimo. Dayton needs to live in Alaska. He's always so hot. Yeah, Bedwolf said, watch your mouth. Talk to your mama like that. And guys, I'm taking cash apps tonight. I am fucking broke. Cash apps, super chats, but cash apps more appreciated. That's what I'm saying, Coco. It's so gross. Like Molly, the less you show, the sexier you are. I don't know why she doesn't get that. No, we got too many bugs around here, Joy. Half the screens are out from the tornado. Oh, I agree with that, Brie. I've been telling everybody what a piece of shit nonsense is for fucking years. I always said she was a fake ass bitch. Maybe I've been saving. I have this strawberry mimosa in the fridge, like it's in a bottle. I think for Ellie, I'm gonna need it. Either that or I have a THC drink in my fridge for like a year. Do they go bad? I don't know if they go bad. Hey, Rhodey. Tell young blood he will get faded. What does that mean? How can you say in your title, Ellie's version? That's not what I said. I said that's what Ellie said. Ellie said she wanted to tell the truth. I don't even know what the fucking fight started or is over. But that's what Ellie wrote in my comment, that she wants to tell the truth. That's why I wrote it. Are you guys hyping my videos, by the way? Did anyone watch Queen Bee today? What in the hell was she playing? I was listening to it for a little while. I don't know if it was like a fake conversation. It sounded like an AI conversation. It didn't sound like a legit conversation. It was some video that some guy made, but it was like AI voices. Yeah, mocking media. Was that real conversation? That was AI conversations, right? Like he used their voice and then created content. It's a dubbed conversation with bits taken from lives to put into a panel video. Yeah, but like the conversation between Craig and Brittany, that sounded fake. That didn't sound real. QB on Rumble, having someone drive past BJ's house and filming and threatening BJ. What? I don't know if she would do that. Are you sure? She's on right now doing that? Stoner, go check. You watch QB on Rumble. Some of those are real, but just one line. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Because I'm like, it sounds like AI video. Because it sounds like AI video. I'm like, it just sounds like their voices. I'm not saying you're lying. She is. Moon just played it. Oh, but that's okay, right? That's okay to do. Because CPS 5 years ago, and oh my God, you can't have that. Get the fuck out of here. QB was in cahoots. Oh, I know that. I wouldn't doubt if she still is, Amanda. She really did show it. That's crazy. The fuck is wrong with her? And that's okay, though. People fucking nuts. Going by dollar, survivor to say QB wouldn't do. Well, true, but that was like years ago. Didn't she? I just heard her today go on a rant, or the other day. Didn't she just hold on? Isn't she pissed at Ellie for quote unquote doxing or real life, but driving past someone's house is okay? Okay. Fake shun someone for calling CPS 5 years ago, but go by someone's house. Sit the fuck down. These people are so fucking fake. Yeah, no outrage when the DV report was read out loud. I did hear Clue fucking trying to scare the fuck out of Brittany today. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, Clue, shut up. Oh, it's absolutely selective outrage. They are real lifers and they are dangerous. Totally agree. One thing I'm not. Not a real lifer and not dangerous. You know what it is? And I'm gonna put this out there. Most of them are fucking low lifes. That's the problem. That is the problem. They're bored, overweight, miserable people who are real lifers. That's what they are. Yep, you're right. Sinner joked about having a sandwich in QB's town, and Timmy had a come apart. Hang on, I'll give it to you. All right, this link is for Ellie only. She's going to be the only one that's allowed in. There you go. Fair enough, JP. Fair enough. But I do want Ellie to speak first. Ellie wanted to get her side out of her side of the story, which I understand. No, I hope not, JP. Because I mean, if anything, there's three sides to every story. You know what I mean? But Ellie did ask me to come up, so she does. I'll give her the floor and get me a drink, some hard alcohol. Hey, Bucci. Ellie, let's go. Did the link not work? All right, we're not going to pick on Ellie. We're going to be respectful. Especially when Queen Bee right now is sending people over to fucking Britney's house to video it and nobody's in an uproar over it. Okay. Nobody seems to have a problem with it. I know. JP, I think you scared Ellie. Ellie, where'd you go? I'm not going to have JP up here with you at first. I'm going to give you a chance to, speak. Don't make me only have JP's side. No, you cannot bet Wolf. Ellie. Ellie, don't make me bring JP up without you, without your side first, because I will. No, I just don't know what's taking her so long. No, you cannot, Bad Wolf. Sinner is the one motherfucker around here who's big enough to have my back. He will not be blocked. He stuck up for me when nobody else would. Ellie in the house. Whoa. Your mute is on.
I know. Okay, thank you.
Hey, is that a picture of you? We finally see what you look like?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna Well, I'll just hold on for a minute. I'll like, let me back up. Could you hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear.
Is there background music?
Yeah, I can
or is
hear.
it- Okay, good. Okay, amazing. Okay, thank you for having me. I was kind of just sitting on like what I kind of heard going on. I've been kind of like really checked out, let's just say, of this community since before Sebastian Rogers. But you know, I stayed connected because I made like really good some good friends, you know, some really good
Yeah.
friends. And so I was like in the Discord and, you know, kind of finding out peripherally what was going on through a couple of like close friends. And actually one of my friend, my closest, my only actually friend I think that I made in this space, this girl, Heather. I don't know if you heard of this. She passed away on August 4th.
If she was what's her name? If she was
Heather
Bernto's
B.
friend,
Beachy. Yes. Heather B. Beachy. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I
So
only heard about it from like, a community post. That was
that's
it.
why
I don't know who
I
she
kind
was.
of found, that's why I kind of found compelled to actually come and talk to you, because of what I'm hearing about what people are saying about her and about me. And it was very important for me to just kind of remedy that correction of what I'm hearing out there on these YouTube streets, because I'm very disconnected. I don't really talk to anybody anymore. Heather was kind of like my last connection. She was a really good friend. Like, spoke to her more than I've talked to some of my good friends. You know, like you have those friends in life. Like I had a friend in college, in high school, like a bestie. I have an older sister, so I think I've always kind of found like a bestie in life. And so Heather was my
Okay.
bestie, you know, in this space, and she fucking died, and it really kind of warped my head a little because she we were talking to her the day before. She had gone to Busch Gardens and was with her boyfriend, and she was throwing up and such. And so when her obituary finally came out, I found some last names of some first names that I knew. So I reached out to her favorite cousin, who is like older sister to her. She calls her younger sister, Heidi. And Heidi then called me. I gave Heidi my phone number. Heidi called me, and I've been talking to Heidi like every few days. And I told Heidi that I reached out to okay, this is what happened. Heather's daughter died, actually, today's the anniversary of her death. She died 5 years ago on September 1st. And I first found her obituary and I saw her funeral home. I'm sorry, this is very important for me to tell us. Is this okay, Laura? I'm just,
It's
some
fine.
backstory. Okay, thank you. I knew that you would let me be a little long-winded, which I usually am. Okay, so I found Carly's obituary, and I called the funeral home, and the funeral home actually told me, call the medical examiner of Virginia. And so I took their advice and I called and I talked to this very amazing, amazing soul, Natasha, who told me that it was going to take 16 weeks. So I guess it was at the time, I guess another 14.
Okay, so
And
hold
she,
on
okay,
just to
yeah,
reiterate. So
okay, thank you.
this is the rumor that I heard, I think yesterday, that you were calling funeral homes, see if someone died. That's what you're correcting,
Oh my
right?
God. I know she fucking died. Her boyfriend reached out to Queen Bee. I gave Queen Bee my email and my phone number to give to this boyfriend. And I believe she never gave it to him because he would have reached out to me. I believe he would have, but you never know with death. People get weird. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that she did give it to him, but I don't think she did. But thank God
Okay.
Heidi reached out to me. And you know how thankful that family is that I reached out to the medical examiner's office and that I know this process, that it takes 16 weeks for toxicology. You know how thankful her freaking dad is, and how thankful Heidi is, and her family, that I am doing this, because I loved Heather so much that she was that good of a friend. Like, I'm sorry, if I died mysteriously, I think I would want my friends to call the medical examiner's office, a funeral home, and so on and so forth. Am I right,
Okay. No, I
Laura?
agree. I'm just going on what I was told
What were
or
you
what I
told
read
exactly?
yesterday.
Interesting. What were you read and what were
Something
you told?
about someone said something about you calling a funeral home or you
I
calling
did. I did.
something. Well,
I found, like I said, today is the anniversary of Carly's death. She died mysteriously in her death, just like Heather did in her death. And there's, it probably took 16 weeks for, like, how toxicology takes 16 weeks. The Kansas guys, how it takes 16 weeks. So we're at like 12 weeks now. And so I spoke to a medical examiner. She told me, you can call once a week if you want, love. You could call once a month if you want, but it's going to take another 3 months. You know, we know how long toxicology. So I'm going to call probably once a month just to check in for the family, because the family is happy that I'm doing this for them. And I'm actually coming to New York. I would love to maybe meet you, Laura. I'm coming to New York this month, and I'm actually meeting this cousin Heidi. Her daughter's birthday. They all live in New York, all of her kids. So I'm meeting her children, and it's going to be amazing because we're going to honor this beautiful soul that we both miss very dearly. And we became very close friends in a very short amount of time because of this loss, this severe loss. And people don't understand. I guess I realized she is the only friend that I made in this space, because nobody else understood me. Nobody else understood my heart. People think I'm tripping, that I'm doing some, that I'm all of a sudden an alcoholic, that I'm doing drugs, that I'm off the deep end, so to speak, because of this ME that I call the ME. We call we look into the medical exam. When we look into these true crime cases, don't we do the same thing?
I'm not saying no.
I'm not saying, I'm just trying to explain myself to this fucking community, because they are fucking assholes. Almost every single one of them. The messages I got, you contacted the medical examiner's office? Of course I did. You know, I told Heidi this last night. She was dumbfounded. You know what she told me? Stay away from those people. I told Heather to do the same thing. I go, trust me, I died in the space with Heather. I am just coming back right now to just tell my story and just set the story straight, mostly about this ME thing, because it just is like so ironic. The hypocrisy that we are true crime people, and one of my friends died, and of course I'm going to ask what happened. Are you fucking kidding me? So that's the story with that. And as far as the other with Queen B and JP, okay, so this is what happened with those assholes, let's just say. JP decided to, like, you know, do what they all do. Everybody has their little, like, you know, attention seeking victim moment where they're going to leave Queen B in the hive because she has some kind of fucking control over people, right? Am I right? Okay, yeah. Whatever the fuck that is. People give her power. People put her on a fucking pedestal. I learned early on in track and cross country not to put anybody on pedestal, because then you'll never beat them. And so everybody is living underneath, let's just say, Queen B, because they think she has some kind of power in the YouTube space. It's really kind of amazing when you think about it, but I don't understand it, because she didn't give me much grace with a lot of things. With this Heather thing, you know what she told me when I told her that I contacted the ME's office? She said, they won't give you that knowledge. They won't give you that, the cause of death. Are you fucking kidding me? You know what the ME told me? It's public knowledge in Virginia to give the cause of death. So she could fuck all the way off with her misinformation and trying to gaslight me like everybody does in this space. Jones and Dietz, Nanya, all these assholes. They think I care about them. They think I give a shit about this space. I have been so checked out. Actually, the way I entered into this space was through trauma. The same place Heather did. She had lost her daughter, like I said, 5 years ago. She entered into this space of trauma. I had lost a dear friend of mine who died suddenly of an aneurysm, probably maybe what Heather died of, and I think what her daughter Carly died of. So I entered to this space in a trauma like zone, let's just say, and then I knew I had to make a change with my business, which I'm in the process of selling my business in Los Angeles, which closed through a pandemic. So I had to survive a fucking pandemic in a business that is a service business, you know. So that was very interesting and pushed my soul and made me grow. And so this space, when people are like, oh, Ellie, you watched the whole thing, you didn't watch 12 minutes. No, I watched probably 7 minutes of it. And I was probably multitasking while I was doing it, because I don't have fucking time for the space. I did at one point because I was so sucked in to the fucking lack, the envy, the hate, because I think I hated myself at the time. Now that I look at it, because I had to make this huge change, like we all have to do sometimes, look inward, and that's kind of not so fun, right? But I made, because, and you know, when everything changed with the whole split with the Jones and stuff, it used to be fun before that, and then with that it became toxic, it became drama, it became conflict. Like, who wants conflict with these fucking people you've never met on the internet? You know what? But it actually
I agree.
it led me to my friendship with Heather. So actually, I thank Jonesin and I send gratitude to all those fucking assholes, every single one of them, because of that, like Heather actually left Jonesin's Discord when all the shit started to go off when the breakup happened, right? And so I messaged her and Cash messaged her. And we're the only two people that fucking realized that she was gone from the Discord. And after that, we became friends. And actually, it's really only this last year that we became really close friends. Like, she taught me about spirituality and angels because she went through it. Losing her fucking daughter, she went through it, dude. She went through it and back. I had her saved in my phone, my regular phone, as Buddha, okay? And so these people, Queen B, JP, all these people, they don't mean fucking nothing to me. Nothing. I have so many friends in my life. I have amazing family. I have a boyfriend now that I'm dating. Like, my life is rich. Why would I care about these people that hate me, that gaslight me, that don't understand me? Do you understand? So I have checked out 99%. Before Heather died, she would kind of tell me what was going on. She had a real thing with JP. She had a real, like, she knew early on, because I have this thing called funny goggles. I realize it was apparent with the Jonesin thing. When somebody's funny, Laura, I'm all in. You know, if they make me laugh, you could pretty much, you know, I don't know, do whatever you want to me, not like in that kind of way, but you know what I mean? Like, you can manipulate me. And I think that's what happens with people. Like, they are funny and I like to laugh, like we all should. And so that's what happened there. And so as far as like this Kodo being doxxed, no, it didn't happen like that. Me and JP starts
Okay, so
feeding me
how did it happen?
Okay, I'll tell you right now.
Because
Okay,
I
so
told JP that I would let her up. I haven't let her up yet, but
I'm
she
not
says she has
interacting with her.
receipts and everything.
I will leave and then you could talk to her. I will not interact with that fucking crazy bitch ever again. It's a waste of my time and energy. I'll tell my story and
that's
she
why
can
I
go,
wanted.
okay? Okay, let me just finish and tell this part of the
That's
story.
why I
And then she
wanted
can
you to
go. And
give your story
I
first.
have another call to make, so I got to go anyway. So let me just tell you the remainder of the story, and then I'll let JP up and she could tell her story. And I will never listen to it because she's an asshole and I don't trust her. She manipulates and she twists. Okay, so this is what happened with JP. She decided to leave, right, Queen Bee, like they all do. And she wanted to make a little, little statement like they all do. I laughed and she did this whole fucking thing in Discord. But at the time, there was this parallel thing happening with Kodo and me. Kodo, they had a secret Discord. They called it the baby Discord. It was mostly mods, 95% mods, but it was also other people like Boston Nick and fucking crazy, what's her face, Davis fam. Because they were like literally doxing Sinner in there. There was a Sinner room where it was all doxing of Sinner and, Sinner stuff, records, all the kinds of, it was like a Sinner centric baby Discord. So that was
But
happening.
Queen Bee doesn't believe in doxing, isn't that what we heard?
Yeah. I'm sure she's looked me up. My business is public. I'm sure Kodo's looked me up. I know JP's looked me up. She went right to been verified with Kodo. I don't have been verified or an account or care to, but she's the one that went right to been verified as soon as she, had the chance to and looked up Kodo. And she's okay. So if you're sharing two things in a DM, how is that doxing? How is that malicious? This is what JP said. Kodo's 6 feet tall. Kodo has a neck tattoo. Kodo is a marathon runner. Kodo is a twin. Okay. All these things she said about Kodo. I was like, what? Kodo's like my height, 5'4", 5'6". Well, I'm 5'6". I didn't know that she was a twin. I didn't know she had a neck tattoo. And then I started looking. And yeah, we did look her up. I don't care. I'm in these groups for another kind of a world. And we send each other stuff in the mail. We know each other's faces. We know each other's addresses. The doxing happens when it's malicious. We weren't being malicious. I don't fucking give a shit. Truthfully, I really don't care enough about these people. Judge away. You've all done it. Kodo actually, she's to judge me. You know what she did once? B. Tim talked about let's just say, I'm not going to get too detailed, but in the place the borough he lives in New York, let's just say, he kind of mentioned the type of place he lives. And that just narrows it down in the said borough, let's just say, with said piece of information about said type of property. And she started to look him up. look up said type of property in said borough. So Kodo, fuck all the way off, you weirdo. You're so fucking caught up in it. That's more malicious than fucking me and JP. And JP's the one that took it to been verified. So, and then I said, this is gross. I deleted everything. And that was that. And I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel good about it in this space. I feel good about it in my regular life. So that's
All right,
that.
so I don't understand though. So this happened when Kodo originally left?
Okay, Kodo originally, yeah, she left. And then I also continued to check out. This was in the springtime, early spring. She left. We got into this massive fight where Cat B and Queen B tried to mediate for us. Did not work. She hated me, and so she was very malicious, and that's the only reason why I became whatever with I looked because JP was telling me this like conflicting information about neck tattoos and shit. I was like, she's not that kind of neck tattoo kind of person. Whatever. I don't really give a shit. She knows my business. She knows my life. She knows my name. She has my phone number. I have her phone number. Who the fuck cares? We're not calling CPS. We're not calling a SWAT team. Actually, there was like a helicopter circling last night. I was like, oh my God, this is next. What are they going to fucking SWAT me? They have my address. Like, why don't they just leave me alone? I left a long time ago and I will continue to leave. Right now, when JP comes up here, I'm checking out. I have some phone calls to make. I have some things to do. I'm not going to listen to that fuckface spin it. She's just going to spin things like she does. She's very angry. I don't know what happened to her. I know she lost a dear one in her family, and that could fuck you up. It fucked me up. But that's no reason to kind of create this schism with everything. She thought that I uncovered her secret Discord. Dude, they knew about it from somebody that was in there. You guys know who. There's screenshots of them talking snap about Queen Bee, and who fucking cares who's in what Discord? These are virtual digital spaces, guys. They mean fucking nothing. They mean whatever you put into it. However much power you give it, that's how much power it has. And it doesn't have any power. These people have no power over me. The only person that had power over me was my friend Heather, because we had a friendship, a real friendship. So that was like a balanced kind of friendship. These other things are just power struggles. They're group dynamics gone wrong.
Okay,
I mean,
but hold on. Let's stay on track here.
Okay.
This stuff with Kodo. Mm-hmm. So basically what I'm hearing is that Queen Bee runs a really fucking dirty Discord.
Well, no, this was that baby Discord that was mostly mods, like I said, for mostly, and then a couple of like, OG people like Boston Nick and literally Davis fam and some other like Burnt Toast was in there, BT, all of the, I wasn't in there. And like once Kodo, like she didn't want me in there. Once she was kind of using me as a springboard, like people do, like in the totem pole, this like fake totem pole in this weird space where people want access to Queen Bee. It's the same thing as celebrity culture. People want access to the talent. I live in Los Angeles. This is how it goes in the world. People want what other people have, especially when the vibration is higher than theirs. When their energy is better, they want a little of it. I get it. That's how it makes the world go around. You know what I mean? But fuck all these people. They really don't mean anything to me. Kodo was my friend.
You keep saying that, and I understand that, but like slow it down. Whether these people mean anything to you or not, if the truth is that you didn't do these things, then that's what needs to be expressed, not whether these people like you or not. I don't give a fuck if they like me.
I don't care if they like me. I mean, they were my friends. They were my friends, and so that was, that was the trust, right? When people are your friends.
But why is everybody saying that you doxed Kodo? And that's what
Kodo. How did I dox Kodo to JP?
I don't know.
We were trying. We both knew who she was. Like, how was that doxing? We were trying to see if she was 6 feet tall, or who cares? I mean, who the fuck cares about it? I mean, for real. Like Laura, come on. What does this mean in the big scheme of things? Was Kodo doxxed? What does dox even mean? What happened to the Kodo? Is there any kind of is she injured? Is her life at risk now? Do we put her life at risk by being JP DMing about it? And then all of a sudden, sorry, my dog is having a little come apart. Then me and JP DMing about it, and then JP making it public. And then actually I saw today just now that there was my actual text message that I shared with Kodo from my regular phone number was, I guess, sent from Kodo to JP and posted on JP's community post. I just saw that before I came on here. So isn't that like a breach of trust? She's taking a message I sent her. I texted her to her regular fucking phone. These people are so messy. That's the best way to put it.
Okay, listen to me. Take a breath. Take a breath.
I don't want to take a breath, Laura. I don't want to engage in it. Let JP come up. Let me go. Maybe I'll come up after she talks or something. I'm kind of done. I told you what I wanted to go on camera for a minute because I've never gone on camera before. Let me do that quick before. Well, no, I'm not going to do it because it's weird. Okay, just let her fucking come up here and.
Okay, but I wanted to give you a voice. Just slow down.
I appreciate it.
But I wanted to give you a voice. But I also wanted you. I was hoping that you would address the stuff that's being.
What do you want me to address? I will address it. I addressed the Emmy thing, right? Didn't you see the chain of events? I found the obituary from her daughter. I called the original funeral home which her daughter died, and that wasn't Heather's funeral home at the time. Maybe it is since then. It was before her obituary came out. And then they told me to call the ME, and they gave me the fucking number. So that happened. So that happened with that. Kodo, I don't know what to say. JP is the one that made it public. It was between me and JP, and so JP is the one that took it to Cappy, and then Cappy to Queen B, and then Queen B to Kodo. I don't know. They're all messy. You see, like. So that's doxing. You get it? They're the ones that did the doxing. They're the ones that made it public. It was a DM between two people. I am a younger sister. I share secrets very well. I am a younger sister, dude. I had my sister's car at college a whole fucking semester, and my parents didn't know until I fucking got a ticket. So that's how I roll. I am very good at keeping secrets. I don't know what else to tell you, Laura. Like, I'm not engaged in this space anymore, so I really don't care the outcome of like any of these like rumors. Let them think whatever the fuck they want about me. Let them think it's weird to contact the ME's office. Let them think it's doxing to DM somebody when you have conflicting information about like their identity and who they told you. We thought the thing is, I think JP is the fake one. I think Kodo is 100% real. I think JP is a fake weirdo because that's what Heather thought. Heather thought her whole life was fake, and it could be. It could be because there's weirdos like that on YouTube. She has way too much time on her hands to have horses and goats and fucking 5 dogs and 3 kids, whatever the fuck she has. I don't even know how many kids she has. I don't believe anything that girl says. But she was the one that didn't believe anything Kodo said. You see how there's always this projection going on in the space. And I know people don't like to hear my like drama triangles and all my psychology shit. But fuck, guys, I went to school for that. So you can't unlearn something. You can't unring a bell. I can't take away from my brain what is already in it. I look at things through a psychology lens. I look at things through behaviors, okay? These things are behaviors are subconscious. I don't judge these people. I actually send gratitude to fucking JP because she kind of helped me dissociate and remove myself from the space and go and start going in a sauna again and start detaching from the space because you get very wound up and you start looping like Jonesin and Nina.
All right, let me ask you a question though.
Okay.
Didn't you? If this is why I'm confused on the timeline.
Okay.
You
went.
And this goes to JP too. You all went along with all of this for months.
Along with what? Get along with what?
Went along. If Kodo was going to lead you to this, that happened months ago.
Kodo left, and she came back and saw my message and reached out to me, and then we kind of made up. And then we got into a fight again. So we were actually buddies right before Heather died, actually. And you know what? The fuck face. And I'm going to blame Kodo for the rest of her life, my life, for that. Well, who cares? The rest of this day, let's just say. And then I'm going to send gratitude to her as well, because that last day, like Heather was actually in the Discord and I was staying away from it because me and Kodo were fighting again. And then you know what? She kicked me out on the day Heather died on August 4th. Actually, Kodo kicked me out of the fucking Discord because that's how fucking crazy these girls are. They're so fucking caught up in it that they don't even realize that they're caught up in it. And Kodo detached from it. She had to move and stuff. So she detached from it. So she had to detach from it. And I give her kudos for that. We both detached from it. The thing is, I stayed detached. She went right back in, you know?
All right. So now Kodo did make a comment and said that Ellie, we have been friends for 2.5 years. You sent pictures of my kids and my family. You looked up my house. This is insane.
Okay, whatever, girl, whatever. I didn't look. Me and JP thought you were fake. I think JP's fake, but that's how it went down. I didn't look up your friends. I didn't do whatever. You've looked up me, just like you were about to look up B Tim. You were getting data points, let's just say, with his borough and the type of residence that he lives in, and you were trying to get B Tim. You were trying to triangulate B Tim. So fuck all the way up. I don't look at people like that. This guy I'm dating, I didn't even really research him so much. And I know him for fucking 25 years. And I didn't even look into him too much.
Okay,
so,
but Ellie, hold on. Instead of getting hyped up or nasty or whatever, or saying they're messy, how about let's bring it down a notch and let's just address it. According to you, and I'm just reiterating what you said. According to you, you didn't look up pictures or send pictures of her kids. You just spoke to JP about that.
Me and JP might have like sent them, but then deleted them right after. Like, did you see this one? Because she had pictures too. We were just seeing if they matched because we wanted to see if she was real or not. Because she said, like I said, she said she was 6 feet tall. She was a twin with a neck tattoo, and so everybody who was in that Discord, they could attest to it. That's what we were looking at. And like, we didn't do it in a public Discord. We did our DMs and I deleted them. But of course, fuck face over there, JP was taking little screenshots so she could save them for a later date, because that's how warped people are to think that they're going to use stuff against you in the future. You see how that works? That's why I'm not involved with this space anymore. It's a waste of energy. This is draining me. I'm about done, Laura. I have a few more questions and I'm fucking out of here. This is way too much energy and a waste of it for me at this point with my life the way it is. I can't engage with this kind of low energy vibration. People hate me. I don't care if they hate me. I don't care if they think I'm crazy. I don't care if they think I'm this, that, or the other thing. Oh, great. I don't have to interact with you guys ever again. So why would I care about what you think about me when you're a non-issue? You're an non-player, NPC. They're NPCs in my life. I have lots of rich people in my life from my business, okay? And from my friends that I've picked up along the way. Unfortunately, my friend died in this chapter, but I picked up her cousin who is fucking amazing. So I think we're going to keep Heather's spirit alive. I'm going to leave this space gracefully, like Heather gracefully left it as well, because she had to leave it. She loved it. She would listen to a freaking earbud in her ear and could have gotten like fucking fired from her job. That's how much she loved Queen Bee. I don't know why. Queen Bee is just a fucking person. She's just a person with a fucking microphone and a YouTube channel. Just because she has 20,000, whatever fucking many subscribers she has, and she's morally whatever, doesn't mean she's anything other than a fucking person. Okay? People just give her way too much power. All these things. Kodo, why are you so important that you think we're doxing your fucking children? Doxing meaning how? What is doxing? How are they doxed? What are they getting? What am I a pedophile? Am I a pedo? Are they getting used on the web somewhere, on some dark web? Like what's the end game? What is the actual discretion? What's the doxing? What's the what is it? Malicious intent? What's the malicious intent? Trying to figure out if you're real or not, if you're making shit up or not. I guess that's kind of like a little bit creepy. Yeah, because I think JP is the one that's creepy and not a real person. I mean, that's what Heather said, and I trust her. I don't want to think too much about these people, because then it seeps into your aura, whatever, your soul, and I don't want these people in my soul. That's why I do never want to have a conversation with JP again. I would never have a conversation up here with her. You do it. I don't want to leave.
Okay, but Ellie, listen to me. Forget JP for a minute.
Come up.
Hold on. Forget JP for a second. I'm going to go with something Captain Napton said, because I understand where she's coming from.
I love Cappy, and I feel bad that like she thinks I'm whatever now. I don't know. I had such a great relationship with Cappy, and she thinks I'm doxing kids or something. All of a sudden, I'm a social worker by name. I was a social worker, dude.
Listen to me.
And then I had a business that had a fucking spiritual. I'm coming
But the
across
way
as I
you're
come
coming
across this.
across is fuck everybody, fuck all these people, but you have to understand their side. Like say for Captain, you were in Queen Bee's inner circle for the last couple of years. So you became friends with a lot of people. And now all of a sudden, you're gone, or you're like, oh, they're messy and they're this and they're that. How do you think that makes them feel? Like someone like Captain or whoever, like you're making it like everything is their fault, and they're saying like, what the fuck just happened? And I think that's where the disconnect is.
I'm not saying everything is their fault. No way. Why would I say everything is their fault? How is it anybody's fault? It's
But
nobody's
that's how you're
fault.
coming across. You're coming across like, I don't give a fuck about them.
I don't
I
give
don't
a
care
fuck.
about them.
I don't though, Laura. I don't anymore. What don't you understand about that? Of course I don't care about them. Do you see how they threw me under the bus so fast? How could
And you
I see
don't
how they
think
threw
that hurts Captain or
Well, I miss Cappy and Pecan and NorCal Girl, and that's about it. And of course Heather. But that's about only people I miss. I don't miss Queen Bee. She would throw me under the bus tomorrow. She throws everybody under the bus. That's what she does. It's Queen Bee and Queen Bee only. She has the perfect fucking name. Do you know what I mean? I have a bit of a narcissistic mother, so I understand. Maybe that's why I'm attracted to her. Maybe that's why I was working out some of my issues through her. I think she's an amazing person. I don't think she's very healed. I think she has a lot of healing to do. She's also very young. I'm about 10 years older than her. So I don't know. I don't want to engage with these people anymore. I mean, am I coming across like what? How am I coming across so? I don't understand. Of course, I don't care anymore. How could I care about these people when they just turned their back on me like that and kicked me out of their stupid discords? And do you see? Like you treat people how you get treated. You get it? Like Queen Bee said, her first message, she's like, Ellie, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. You're hot with me. Great. You know what I said? I go, fuck off, you being hot. I don't give a shit about who are you? Are you my fucking mother? Are you my fucking mother? You're hot. Who fucking cares, Queen Bee? You're not a fucking queen, and you're not a queen bee either. You're a fucking person with an internet connection. Okay, that's all. And you've people have given you a voice because they like your vibe. That's about it. Okay, that's about how far it goes. That's about the depth of it.
okay,
So
but
I don't care about these people. I care about my friends. I care about my family.
But you do care.
I don't anymore. No, I don't.
Then you wouldn't be so worked up.
No, I'm worked up because I am letting this go, and I am like explaining to you how I am detached from, like, you don't understand. Like, my superpower is detaching. I have had to detach from people for the last 20 years owning a business. When people come and go, clients come and go, employees come and go, you have to learn to detach. I have more than enough people in my, let's just say, circle, my soul family, that I don't need these people. These people definitely push my soul and cleanse my soul to a certain degree, but now it's time to move on. And Heather and her cousin told me, her cousin is the one that told me, you should just leave that space right away. And I was like, done. You know how long my sister's been telling me to do that? Oh my God. She doesn't even know that I'm even back here. So I've been, yeah, I don't care about you. I do love, like I said, those few people that I did just mention. I do love them dearly, but I love lots of people. I have a lot of love in my heart, Laura. And people think that's weird. Great, think that's weird, that love. The reason why we're on this earth is to love each other. They think that that's a weird thing that I say. So, you see how I don't vibe with this world anymore? That's why I'm going out of this world. You see, I found other things that fill me up, like music. Like, I need to go listen to music right now to counteract this last, how long have I been talking? 30, 45 minutes? This is not good for my peace. And we have to do things.
Hold on. But you asked me to come up here.
I know. But it's time for me to go, because I could feel JP in the background wanting to just come up and say it's like this. So she gets some drama. So she gets a bit of an adrenaline rush or dopamine rush, whatever the fuck it is. I don't want to engage with these people anymore, is all I'm saying. You're telling me that I don't care. I don't care. Yes, I wanted to come up here because I owed it to my friend Heather to tell the story that I'm not some cookie pants calling around funeral homes and me asking if she died. I know she fucking died. I mean, give me a fucking break. I knew she died when she didn't message me back after a day and a half. Okay. So, and she's somebody, you know, I spoke to her for fucking 8 hours one day. We spoke with her through the whole night, and she went to the beach next day and she sent me pictures of it. And so I'm very thankful for the time I did have with this friend, like very, very, very thankful. And so I wanted to come on here to honor her and to honor what I am helping her family. Do you want, I could have Heidi come up here, and Heidi thanked me profusely for her whole family. She told her mother, she told her father, she told people what I am doing, that I called the enemy, that I care, that I loved her, that she is like a dear friend. She was a dear friend. Like Heather, I think, had a lot of dear friends. She touched people. She was a Buddha. She like went through that ultimate Veloma, right? When you lose a child, it's called the Veloma, right? That's why Veloma has her name. That it goes against the grain, you see. Losing Carly, and this is her, it's really Basheret that I came up here today because it's the anniversary, the 5-year anniversary, and I feel like there was some kind of soul contract because Heather and her daughter were actually born on the same day, New Year's Eve day. I mean, 5 years, you know, I mean, of course, years apart. Her daughter was 23 when she died, but Heather was only 48, so she was like half of that, actually. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I believe, and this Heidi believes this, her cousin, that we have a contract when we come into this world. And she told Heather when she was alive that Carly had a contract, a 23-year contract, and Heather got mad at her for that, but she eventually accepted that. She accepted the ultimate. That's why she was like, actually, me and Kodo and her were we were talking in our little, we had a little Discord, and we were talking in it, and Heather actually said that she wasn't afraid of death. This is like a week before she died. And I mean, I'm kind of scared of death. I don't know about you, Laura. I'm kind of scared of death, but I just don't feel like I'm done yet, is why I'm scared of it. I feel like I still have a lot to do. But I wanted to do one more. Before I go, I just wanted to, you know, I feel like we are so much like always like, you know, in these avatars, and I wanted to like, I don't know if you can see me.
There you are.
Yeah.
Now you look totally different than your picture.
Well, that was like from.
You look like exactly how I thought you looked.
Yeah. So
you really look exactly how I thought you looked.
So that's me, and I was wearing lipstick in this picture of my avatar, but I'm real. And my friendship with Heather was fucking real, but all these other relationships with these other people are not real to me. They're not, because we never like broke bread together. We never shared a meal together, so to speak. And I'm not saying that's indicative, because me and Heather didn't either, but we did. We ate on, you know, we spent hours talking on the phone about relationships and life and spirituality and things outside of this fucking space. So I mean, that's what life is about. Life is about connections. It's not about conflict. And this place, this drama sphere, this chromosphere, you know, Laura, it becomes about conflict, not about connection.
No, that has to do with who you hang out with.
Of course it does. You see? Yeah. So I like to hang out people that offer up connection, not always conflict. Where, you know, me and Kodo.
But you were by Queen Bee's side for years. I mean, it's
what
not like
by her side by years. What does that even mean, by her side?
You
by years?
went.
I own a fucking
You had
business
her
in
back.
Los Angeles, Laura. Have her back. Do you understand? What does that even fucking mean? I have my own back. I don't have anybody's. I don't have a fucking person I've never met on YouTube's back. That is fucking ridiculous to even think that. Maybe it's perceived like that. Maybe it's perceived like that by everybody that's a member of the fucking hive, that we, worship her like we're actually fucking bees in a queen bee in a fucking hive? What the fuck?
Okay. I'll change subject. But this is what I think. This is what I honestly think. I think that this is a defense mechanism, that you're hurt, you're accused of stuff, and you originally wanted to come here and have a voice and tell your side of the story, but you're worked up, you're hurt, and you felt like you were getting
I told
attacked.
my
You knew
side.
JP was coming
How
on,
did I not
and
tell my side of the story? How am I not telling my side of the story, Laura? Could you ask me some questions to get my side of the story out? Mostly I wanted to talk about the ME and Heather. The other stuff I could fucking care less about. That was like really kind of hurt my soul. And I actually talked about it to Heidi last night. I started crying about it actually, because I was like fucking dumbfounded. We both were, that people would actually think that that's weird. That like if like Laura, if one of your real friends in life died, right, under like, you know, kind of weird circumstances where she was at like an amusement park and then she was throwing up and then she was like had a headache the next day and sleeping, wouldn't you want to know what happened to your friend, Laura?
of course.
Would you call the ME if you had her full name and it was public knowledge to have that cause of death? Would you call the ME if
Personally,
you didn't have direct
probably
access
not.
to her mother? She was estranged from half of her family, her mother, her brother. So, I mean, she's just her father, pretty much, and this other side of the family. And so there's, there's conflict in family. So that's why they're also, because in a way, like there's no point person because everybody's like disjointed in this family. You know, the mother has issues and the son and the brother, and the father is just fucking hurt because they went on this big trip to Ireland and Scotland and England, and they planned on doing a lot more. He was retired and he wanted to spend time with his daughter and give her, the gift of traveling the world, which is a beautiful thing. And when Heidi talks about that, she gets really upset. See, this is the most important part for me, is to talk about this other stuff, this Queen Bee JP stuff. It's like wasted energy at this point. I love Cappy and Pecan Pie, like I said, but like, if they're not going to support me and understand my heart, if they've known my heart, Queen Bee included, if they don't understand my heart all this time, all of a sudden they think I'm a doxer. It's like this weird doxing thing. Like people think you're a doxer if you like DM with somebody about somebody. That's not doxing. I'm sorry. That is not doxing. That is just trying to figure shit out. And whatever. We are all just trying to figure shit out. We are not perfect beings. We are just trying to figure this shit out together. And that's all we were doing at the time. It was nothing malicious. I wasn't passing around pictures of her children to do anything malicious. There was nothing malicious about anything. You know what I mean? So I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. That's not like who I am as a person. People that know my soul, that know who I am, they understand me. And I don't need to explain myself to people that don't. It's just looping treadmill energy. Why would I do that to myself? You know what I mean by that? That's all I mean. That's the defense mechanism and the frustration that you're hearing in my voice, because I am so done with this place. And I just was like really upset about the ME thing. That's what I go, how am I going to get my voice heard? The other stuff I could care less about, but the other stuff really kind of hit me in the gut, that they thought that was weird. This fucking Joneson actually messaged me, and somebody from Joneson's community messaged me, and they asked me if I was okay. And then this one person in the community, who was a very nice lady, messaged me a little, and I tried to explain to her. And then she's like, you need to seek help. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. I mean, if people think I need to seek help, then you're the sick one. That's all I could say, because there's nothing sick about me. I'm not on any medication. I don't eat any fucking sugar. I am clear. I am like a healthy individual in my mind, in my heart. I am a healthy person. So I could fucking care less about what these people actually think of me, say about me, anything at this point. The only person I really cared about, like I said, she died. And so it was like my perfect opportunity to exit stage left of this fucking toxic, weird place that's only brought me down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would I engage in it if it's just for naught? It's not doing anything good for me, right? And I don't have somebody to navigate it anymore. And I don't want to try to find somebody to navigate it with. It's not worth it. The person that I had to navigate it with, she died. So you get it? So why would I
hold on? I got a question for Kodo, Napton, and Pecan, and anyone else from the Hive. I have a serious question that someone just said in chat, and they're right. So it's so bad that she passed Kodo's info to JP, and then JP, I guess, passed it, whatever. But we'll get JP's side of the story. But all of that is so horrible. Yet you have no problem with Queen Bee posting Sinner's entire fucking family on her community post, and you all stood by that. Make that make sense for me.
Yeah, and PJ, like remember PJ back then with PJ? She's like, I mean, come on, like Queen Bee, come on. She one day I realized this, like, this was like a couple months ago. I feel like she was kind of like testing me, and she called me by my first name, which is a very, it's not like a very like common first name, but I told it to her like years ago, right? And so I think she called it to me. It felt to me at the time like some kind of intimidation tactic, and it definitely was an intimidation tactic, let's just say. And she fucking can go fuck off because nobody fucking intimidates me. What is she gonna do to me? Dox me, do whatever you fucking want to me, Queen Bee. I really don't give a shit. I really want to dox myself and tell everybody what my business is, but that's just stupid because then I'll get like bad Yelp reviews and I'll get phone calls to my fucking phone because that's where it goes. Like nothing could happen to me. I already worked this through in my head years ago, what a dox would look like in this weird ass space, because it is a weird flex. It is a weird threat, this dox thing. And it's very like, you can't even grasp it. It's very abstract. Like, what did I really dox about Kodo? What did I do to Kodo that was malicious? What they're doing to me is fucking malicious. Do you understand that? How they're attacking me, these microaggressions, which is I remember Scientific Skep back in the day, he talked about the dynamics of the space, the tribal mentality, how people kind of group up with other groups, with each other in this kind of group think kind of environment, and they take out their pitchforks. Well, I saw it, and I saw like there was this one guy that I became friendly with in Discord recently, and as soon as shit went down, he fucking ignored me. You know, when he started messaging me again when he saw your title today, Laura. So he could fuck off too. Nice, yeah, like all like absent. Oh yeah, I'm just sleeping. I'm just in pain. I'm just this. I'm just that. You see how people like they can't even be honest about them. Like, be honest with me. You know, like if he was upset with me, why didn't he like ask me to tell him the thing? And then he tells me, oh, I came on, Laura. That's a good place to go tell your story. Go fuck off, dude. Like everybody needs to go fuck off because they're so caught up in the drama. It makes them feel alive, I guess. I guess they're not getting that in their life, you know. And so this place, I get it. It does. It gives you a dopamine hit. It does. But it's cortisol, guys. It's that bad fucking cortisol. You know, that's the bad stuff. That's the stuff that's going to give you heart disease and stress. And it smells weird. You actually like. I remember back with the fucking Jones and shit. It makes you like. It's like a weird smell. It's like your body emits like a stress hormone. It's like a weird fucking smell. And I don't want to do that to myself. I don't want to do that to my heart. I don't want to do that to my soul. I don't want to do that to my sense of peace. Why would I do that to myself at this point? At this age that I'm at in my life, I'm happy. I feel good. Why would I bring on this extra stress? So that's why ultimately I had left. But I had checked out, you know, a long time ago. But I stuck around. I checked out during the Sebastian Rogers. I don't think I even like gave any of my 2 cents about Sebastian Rogers. So people are like, you stuck by Queen Bee for years. No, I haven't. I don't stick by anybody for fucking years. I am a business owner. Do you understand that? I am the leader of my world. So I don't answer to anybody. I was the captain of my fucking track team. I don't answer to anybody my entire life. You know what I mean? My parents knew that. My mother knows that. So Queen Bee, thinking that she has some kind of power, but she does have power over other people. Look what she's done to Jonesin. She's tripped that poor girl out. She's tripped all of them out. You know, she's tripped a lot of people out. They think she has some kind of like unforeseen power, and she is just a fucking person with an internet connection, like we all are, dude. Like we all are. But I am proud of my fucking real life, and so I could be proud of my real life. But you can't on here because then you're like, you know, exposing too much of yourself. And so that disconnect between your real life and this life, that became a problem for me recently. And that's also why I don't like to be anonymous. I want to tell people my name and my business, but I won't do that on this space because it's dangerous. You see?
I do, but I also the only thing, don't hate me, Ellie, but all I keep hearing from you is hate. I'm sorry, not hate. Is hurt.
Hate? Oh,
hurt.
Oh, hurt. Well,
hurt.
yeah. Well, this space did. Yes, it hurt me. It's not a very, let's just say, healthy space. So of course, you're gonna get hurt in it. Yes, of course, you're hearing hurt. But this is like what you're hearing right now. When I log off from this, that's where I fill myself with my non-hurt. You get it? The space, exactly. You're hearing her because this place elicits hurt in my soul. It brings out the worst fucking side of me. I used to tell Joneson that this place brings out the worst fucking side of me. Me and Joneson had a little pact back then that we wouldn't let this fucking place change us. And I think I've pretty much stayed true to myself, because I don't think I could change at the age I'm at. Like I'm like your age, Laura. Like I don't think we could change like right now where we are in our lives. It's just part of, like you have to accept it. And I like that actually about this stage of my life. So I don't care to morph into something else and to let this space change me. And I think I see people all the time. It does. And it's unfortunate. And I saw it happen to Joneson because we were friends. We intersected at a point where we were friends, but she wasn't like worthy, I say, of my friendship. I'm not being like an asshole, but like I have my friends and I am worthy of their friendship and they are worthy of my friendship. That's how it works with friendships. You have that. I know you have really good friends, Laura. I could tell that you have really good friends. You're from New York. I'm from New York. There's something about like having good friends that kind of grounds you in the space and makes you look at things differently, because these people are really not, like I said, Heather was my one true friend, which makes sense. You know what I mean? But the other people are not my true friends. Kodo, you're not my true friend. A true friend would not do what you did to me, kicking me out on the day that Heather actually died. It's fucking weird. She's weird. And she kicked me out for a stupid reason about, I don't even remember what it was. Nothing about any of this. Something so benign, so ridiculous. I can't even remember. It's that fucking stupid. So yeah, I do have a lot of hurt
So
with these people
hold on,
because they are real people. Okay.
All right, let's dissect this for a second. So
Okay.
Kodo kicked you out of Discord because they found out that you were doxing
No,
them?
I said this is way, way before. She kicked me out of Discord because she said I was tripping, because I was like detaching. I forget what it was exactly. But let me think for a minute. It was something so benign, dude. It was like so ridiculous. Nothing about any of this. This stuff only came out recently, let's just say. So that I'm being honest, this was way earlier. This was a month ago. This was on the day that Heather died. This is 8/4. So this is a month ago. And so let me think for a minute. It's so stupid that
Now,
I don't even probably
Kodo says that you left the
maybe she remembers.
Discord without saying a word to any of them.
Well, several times, but she kicked me out the day that Heather died. And let me look at my text right now, because she texted my regular number of why she was kicking me out. I just remember that. Hold on. I will read it, because she fucking sent one of our messages to, what's her face? JP. Yeah. JP, who was doxing you. You're talking to her for 2 hours. She said she had a 2-hour talk with JP, the same person who's doxing her. Okay, bud. Weirdo. Freaking weirdo. You're talking to JP, but I'm the enemy. You see how they make people the enemy? That's that tribal shit. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird at this point. Okay, let me look at my messages.
But did you leave or did you get kicked out?
I came back. I left and come back. I left, but I got kicked out. The last time, dude, is when I got kicked out. And then I went back because Heather, we had to talk about Heather. And then I left again because me and Kodo got into another fight.
Okay, so hold on a second. So you left on your own and then you came back and then Kodo kicked you out?
I left. Okay, I was the one that originally started this little Discord. It was with me. I'll say who was in it. I don't fucking care. Me, Kodo, because Kodo was coming back and not going into the regular Hive Discord because she still wasn't getting along with Queen Bee. They still don't talk because they had a little falling out, but all of a sudden they're buddies when it comes to being against somebody. Okay, guys, I see you. So it was me, Kodo, Cappy, NorCal Girl, Pineapple Icicle Tree, Pecan Pie. And then I felt too much pressure because I wanted to leave this Discord and Heather too. And then we brought this one girl in from that was like a mole pretty much for JP, and told them personal stuff about this guy I was talking to at the time, who I'm not anymore. But then JP was friggin' spun out of control and made these shorts about like that I was that he was cheating on, that he was because he was a married guy, like in the process of getting divorced. But I never even fucking saw him. I haven't seen him since I was like a kid, like literally a teenager. And she tried to turn it into something. It was so bizarre, Laura. JP, they went into, hey, I told this one girl a piece of information. She went into, this is how we followed it. Me and Kodo followed it. And she must have went into JP's Discord. JP came in with an alt, or one of those fuck faces over there. One of a few people could have done it. Came in with an alt with this name of this guy's friend and said something about like cheating on married, whatever. Like it was 100% them. Like it was like definitely fucking them. And that's the trolly kind of weirdness that they were. And they're touching, and I'm touching their real life by what? JP is the one that's been verified. Kodo, she's like, let me like because she has it for her businesses. I've never been verified anybody ever. I don't even like to look up boyfriends and stuff. I don't want to find shit that I don't want to know. You know what I mean by that? I don't want to find out this shit. You know what I mean by that? Yeah, Laura. I just don't want to find out stuff about people that I don't want to, like, why would I, I don't know. I mean, that's just me though. But what other questions do you have for me before JP comes up? Because I'm sure she's dying.
Okay. So my one question is, because I'm still confused. So Kodo did not kick you out. You left on your own.
It was like, why do you care about this? Okay, could you hear me? I just
Because
switched
that's what
earbuds.
you said.
Wait, hold
Kodo
on.
kicked you out, and Kodo said no. Kodo said, I didn't kick her out. She left on her own and didn't say goodbye to any of us. And then there was one. All right, JP, your turn. I need a fucking drink and a joint. Shit, at this point, I'll snort some lines. Holy shit. Where's Brittany? I need some dope. No. Come on, that was a good one. JP, do you need the link again? There she is. Oh, Ellie's back. Hey, I thought you left us.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. My earbud died, and then it like kicked me out. No, JP saying that I told he wasn't my boyfriend. It was like somebody I was chatting with, dude. Like, and then she made a big deal, said it was my boyfriend. Dude, I was talking. He lives on the other end of the fucking country, and I was talking to him, and I went to fucking running camp with him when I was 16, and he was my first boyfriend ever, and they turned it into this fucking thing. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. You can't trust any information with anybody. I understand why Kodo thinks I did something nefarious, because look what people do nefariously. Look at, she's saying, your boyfriend. You told everybody in Discord, what? You and Nanny and fucking Firefly? JP? Steph B? That's everybody. Okay, I'm not allowed to tell a couple of friends anything. Okay, whatever. Okay, weirdos. Okay, you're not allowed to tell people what's going on in your life, that I'm talking to my 16-year-old boyfriend. I thought it was fucking fascinating. It was fucking fascinating. It really was. He ended up being very much like, it brought him back to his wife. I told him, you could bill me for, and then I met some other guy that I've known forever, and I've been dating him. He actually lives here in LA, and I really like him. So everybody could go fuck off with all of their bullshit, because that happened months ago with this other guy. And the fact that they even know or we even comment about my boyfriend from fucking running camp is fucking weird. Okay, that's why I don't like this world. You get it? That's why you hear me hurt, because these people don't deserve my attention. These people don't deserve anything, my energy, any of it. Look what they do to it. They twist and they turn, all of them. Kodo, JP, Queen Bee, she just detaches, and then she just chooses herself, which is great. We all should choose ourselves, dude. But like, she goes to the beyond with choosing herself. She just cares only about Queen Bee and her family, which I get. She's a mama bear, and the bottom line, and her like nest egg, let's just say, and that's all she cares about. So good for her. Go do you. I try to help her with merch and maybe make some money, like a little bit more diligently. I don't know, like creatively. I like that creative side of things. I make stuff. So I was trying to help her with that, and she just wanted, I think she just wants somebody to do it for her. I don't think she could do it herself, but you don't really need to do it yourself anymore. You know, there's all these like print on demand companies now, Laura, right?
Yeah.
And candles, like my sister started making candles and soap. She has like a farm though, and so I know how time consuming it is, but it's like you love it, right? I mean, that's where the magic is. That's why I am selling my current business and going into more creative business, because I like to like create stuff, you know, and it's important for us as human beings to be creative individuals. I believe that. And so part of this world, this YouTube world, there is a creation aspect to it. I'm people do enjoy this, getting into that flow. I did like to listen to like Emily D. Baker, like listen to like a trial and then get commentary after it. I did enjoy that, but I don't miss any of this trauma bonding, this trauma bullshit, this interpersonal stuff, this people like talking about who I'm dating. Who the fuck they're if you're
Okay,
not
but
like
Ellie, hold on a second. Hold on.
okay.
Where I think this is getting a disconnect, I guess you can say, is I understand the point that you're trying to make in, you don't give a fuck them, blah, blah, blah. But you're not taking into consideration how they might feel. If Kodo feels that you shared her private info with someone, that's going to hurt her and that's going to bother her. And you just saying, well, fuck her, she's this, she's that, that's going to hurt. And I think that's where you're coming across with this real disconnect. Instead of taking responsibility and saying, look, I did do that and I apologize and this is my reason and I have no excuse, something. Or
Well, no,
just say, I did
told you
it, fuck
earlier.
you, and I don't
told
give
you
a fuck.
earlier. No, I don't. That's the latter exactly. Because the thing is, like I told you earlier, and I wasn't joking about this, because I've had to learn to do this. Like I said, with students, employees, money, everything. I've like learned how to detach. I'm very good at detaching. I've always been very good at detaching. So this is just me detaching from this space. Like, what is wrong with me using a defense mechanism that's worked for me? And I don't need these connections. So what? So what are you saying, that they need some kind of closure with me? Isn't this closure enough? They threw me under the bus. Then nobody reached out to me in the past few weeks with this other stuff. Kodo I blocked her because she started texting me like inappropriate things, let's just say, and I will not engage with somebody inappropriately like that. And so I blocked her. I left Queen Bee a message, and then I unfriended and blocked everybody pretty much. So I did friends. I wanted to talk to her, but it's okay. I understand she's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Her friend is Queen Bee. She owes her, I guess, some level of, I guess, I don't even know. I don't know what you call it.
All right. All I can give you is a personal experience, and maybe this will put it in more perspective. When the whole CPS thing came out, when the whole CPS thing with me came out, and at first I had a knee-jerk reaction. Second, then I had some time to think about it and really like put it in perspective. And I then went live and did a full reel owning it, apology, everything. When she still wouldn't shut the fuck up about me, I then said, I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck her. Exactly how you are.
Dude. Yeah.
So
yes, you get to a place. You get it. I think that's why. But
what I didn't take into account, I was only thinking of my feelings, and I wasn't thinking about all of the people that supported me through the lie, all the people that supported me,
channel, though.
the
Think
past,
about it.
present, future. And I should have thought of them, but I should have thought of them before I said, fuck her, I don't give a fuck. Because when you are in a community, you can't just think of you.
But I'm not in this community, though.
Other people.
I'm not in this community, though. That's the thing. I'm not.
But you are.
No, I'm
You've
not.
You've been a part of this community for a long time.
From it for over a year. Do you understand that? I was not involved in the Sebastian Rogers fuckery. at all. I never
Ellie,
for
you've
any
been around
panels.
since I was
I
friends
didn't
with
go up
Queen
there
Bee.
on panel. That's when I started to detach. Do you understand that? During the whole fucking Sebastian Rogers stuff, when I decided I wanted to sell my business, then because between that and that time, I knew I had to make a change in my life. So I was stuck. I was stagnant. I was stuck in this fucking weird toxic place, like in the sludge of it. And then I emerged. And JP, I do send JP gratitude for helping me get out of it, because when I did go, I landed in her Discord for a bit of time, and it did help me detach to a certain degree. I started going sauna again, like I said. She really did help me, and I do send her fucking gratitude forever for helping me with that, like, kind of first level of detachment that we all, because she left, and so she's a strong individual, and so it was just good that somebody kind of like was able to leave, because I do feel it's a bit of a social media cult, this YouTube sphere. That's why people look at it. I mean, the fact that you can't explain it to other people, I've tried to explain it to Heidi so much. I've tried to explain to my sister so much. My sister says leave all the time. She doesn't even think I'm a part of it anymore. Heidi doesn't understand that this is Heather's cousin. She just is like, she tries, she asks me questions and she doesn't get it. She just says, just get out of there, get away from these people. They seem like they're just not good people, not kind, not your kind of people. And I agree. That's all it is. Heather, I realized, was my kind of a person. She was the kind of friend that I have in my real life, a friend that you have like these soulful conversations with, not friends that you bicker with about bullshit, about nonsense, about lack, and about drama, and about foodie beauty, and these like just stupid shit that I don't give a shit about. I could care less about even the drama anymore. Even true crime. I mean, with all the Brian Kohlberger stuff, it was very anticlimactic. The ITOW stuff was very anticlimactic. I always knew it was them and that they were gaslighting. If anything, it was just good to move on. Like that ITOW thing was actually a real one of the first like breaking of a cord, let's just say, from this space. Like a real, like, once I knew it was them, that was like a real shift. I was like done, because I knew it was them. And the fact that this space like perseverated that kind of manipulation. And then they were like, haha, Ellie, yeah, we gaslit the shit out of you. Haha. Yeah, haha. Whatever, guys. That's why I don't give a shit about them, and
So
I don't
how
listen
did
to them.
QB how did Queen Bee burn you? Because you said Queen Bee
Well,
burned
because
you too.
she threw me. I heard a little clip that I guess Hartley put out, that she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go there with Ellie. I'm gonna go there, Ellie." She thinks I'm doxing people. She's the biggest. Like, that's being such a hypocrite. She's passing around these said photos that she's saying I passed around. I didn't pass them around. First of all, we were talking about them in a private Discord, in a private DM, not in a private Discord, in a DM. How is that two people? It's trust. JP is a conflicted individual. She has some major fucking issues, that girl. I don't know what they are. She's way in it. She's way caught up in it. I could care less about her. I never want to engage with her. I never want to talk to her again. She is not even alive to me anymore. She's not dead to me, but she is just like a non-player character, let's just say, in my life. I do not care to even engage with her or hear her voice. These people now, their voices make me cringe. That's why the only person I wanted to talk to really was you, Laura, because I feel like you have a certain sensibility to you. You're like, you give space for people to talk. You ask questions. So I really do appreciate you like letting me come up, because I don't have my own channel like everybody else does, and I will never have my own channel, because that is not me. You see, this is not who I am. I like to go up on panels. So because I like to go up on panels and talk shit about true crime, I belong to Queen Bee. I belong to that community. It doesn't work like that with community. I own a business that's very community centric, and building a community is organic. People, members of the community, is up to the members of the community. Me saying that is not my community. My community is in the real world. My community is among my friends, among my soul family, among my family, and people that I've known for 20 years plus, some more. I have one friend that's 27 years. So, I mean, that's how life is. You have these connections, and it's all about connections. We're moving so far away from connections that I think these communities do, because we used to be, in these like hunter-gatherer communities in the woods, and we would eat together, and we would like pray together, and mourn together, let's just say, and all these different things together with elders, with youngins, with we taught each other stuff, and we're so far away from that. We are so focused on greed, on lust, on more, on just wanting more of something, and we leave this world with nothing. Just like we came with nothing, we leave with nothing. But again, like, it's for some reason we want to acquire so much. And when you really think about it, what matters the most is like connections more than anything. It's the most priceless thing you'll ever have in your life. I mean, that's what I learned about Heather. Like, she loved her job. Like, she had the most amazing, she had this job where she built fucking small machines, like small like chainsaws and shit, like every day. She built that, and she listened to Queen Bee in her ear because it helped her get through the day. And she could have got fucking fired which I love that she could have gotten fired for listening to it. But like, people love this space because it's a dopamine hit. It makes them feel alive. It's interesting. Me and Heather would say, like, the interpersonal dynamics of the space is somewhat interesting. And that's how I have, that's what I've learned to kind of concentrate on. And I know people are like, oh, Ellie with her drama triangle and her psychology. And yeah, well, I was like a psychobiology major in college. So I lean into the psychobiology of things. Unfortunately, that's just fucking who I am. And that's my training. And then I went to social work school. I am not a social worker by trade anymore, but I have that knowledge. So I understand how communities work, how group dynamics works. And a lot of this stuff on YouTube is group dynamics. It's like a shadow work. It's where you can do things that are very beneficial to try to on your path to authenticity, let's just say. But not many people are going to know what that is. And they're going to say, oh, Ellie, you're being like whatever, spiritual, whatever. Spirituality is my path. I'm Jewish as well. So I grew up Jewish, and I never really, I went to Israel and I connected with my Jewish roots and shit, but I find it to be kind of limiting, to be honest, because religion is limiting, to be honest. In my opinion, I don't poo-poo anybody's religion, but for me personally, religion is people trying so hard to kind of connect, and it's not really about that, really. So, and this place is trying to be community. It's trying, like Queen Bee's community. You say, oh, but you're part of that community. I dabble
It's
in that
not.
community.
Whoa. Queen Bee has her own community. I have my own community. Johnson has her own community. Hell yeah.
But there's an intersection. There's a Venn diagram of that said community where you intersect, where somebody that belongs to Jones and also belongs to you. So that's like the circles that intersect. You get it? So nobody really belongs to anybody's community in this YouTube sphere. Because I really actually think about it. I belong to this crafting community much more. I interact with those people much more. They know my name. I've met some of them, right? So wouldn't I belong to that community more than I would belong to this community? Who says I belong to this community? You say, oh, you've stuck by Queen Bee through all of the bullshit. How do you know? You don't know my process.
Because I've seen it. I mean,
you see what? You see what? You see an inkling of who I am on YouTube. You don't see me waking up in the morning, how I start my day. You don't see me walking my dog. You don't see me interacting with my employees and my people that come to my business. You don't see me interacting with anybody. You see an inkling of who we all see, an inkling of who we, unless we spend lots of time on the interwebs, we see an inkling. So you can't say, what is it based on? What kind of data points is it based on? This, that, and the other thing. I haven't been on YouTube in months and months and months and months. And when I'm on for a few minutes here and there. Like, how do you know how could that be an indicator of who I am, Laura? You don't know who I am. You have no clue.
Hold up. I did not say it was an indication of who you were. What I said was, I watched you for the last 2-3 years go up on Queen Bee's panel, have her back, sit there, talk to B Tim, discuss stuff when QB went elsewhere and wasn't paying attention to her chat. And you and B Tim were there almost nightly. There was one point when Nunya was up there, when Nunya was still at the Hive, that you all were on panel every single night. This was with my own eyes and my own ears. So I'm not making anything up. I'm not guessing. I saw it with my own ears and my own eyes. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you're making it out like it's a bad thing, but it wasn't a bad thing. You guys had a little click going. You had your own thing going, and it was what it was.
It is what it is, but it's not that important. You're giving it a lot more importance than it actually is, though. You're because it's, I guess maybe it fulfills a huge part of your life is the only thing I'm saying, because that we usually project what we think of others, because it's not really that big of a part of my life. It really isn't. I mean, like, there's so many hours in a day. Think about it, like the amount of time I've been on a panel in the last, like, since the Sebastian Rogers things is probably like a couple of hours, 15 minutes
Okay.
here, a
Are
couple minutes
you
there.
just tell me, are you trying to convince yourself of this, or you're trying to convince
No,
me of
I'm
this?
answering your questions right now. I'm not trying to convince myself of shit, dude. Why would I convince myself of anything? I know what I know myself.
Because if you truly did not give a fuck, you wouldn't have asked me to get it out. You
Well,
wouldn't have
I
asked me to
wanted to,
come
like
on
I
the panel.
said, how many times do I have to fucking say it, Laura? I told you I wanted to clear this stuff about the ME and Heather. That's about it. And I cleared that up. So how about you have JP up here, and I'm going to
But I
say
don't even know Heather.
adios. Well, exactly, because but you knew that there was like me calling a funeral home and a medical examiner. Okay, so I wanted to
Yeah.
clear that shit up. Okay, that's about it. That's all I really wanted to clear, because it's the only thing that has any merit or meaning in my life. So why don't you have JP up? You guys fucking talk and let her spin it out of control, and you guys all can get your little dopamine high. And I'm gonna go take a walk with my dog, and like I'm meeting a friend for a drink. So I really do have to go. Okay.
Hold on. I got two.
Okay. I have like 2 minutes. I have like until like
One
seriously like
now. Why did you send? Oh, I know what it was. Before I ask you about JP, my question is, do you feel or think that you did anything wrong with these people that you're referring
wrong
to?
compared to what kind of like indicator? Wrong in the YouTube
Just
world?
in general.
I don't care. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have, because people have like poo-pooed me and think that I'm some doxer now. All of a sudden, I'm like a fucking social worker and I'm a child doxer. Okay, make those two equate. And if you knew my business, I'm not gonna fucking dox myself. But if you knew my actual business, it's an interesting business, let's just say, and you would see that it's like I'm not that kind of asshole, okay? I'm not an asshole that's gonna all of a sudden like start doxing Kodo's kids. So, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's so beyond important, just because it's like, why am I gonna convince these people that are always gonna think a certain way, Laura? Like, we all perceive things through our own lenses in life, right?
But
So
what
how
you
I
think
never
is, but what you think is important, or I'm sorry, what you think is not important might be important to someone else.
Exactly. And that's the disconnect, right? And that's why then that's where you have to like go your separate ways sometimes in life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If it's so important to somebody else and not important to you, you have to like decide to cut a cord energetically, because it's not a balanced relationship, so to speak. It's fulfilling, I guess, if somebody's not getting enough. It's like when you date somebody, right? Like if they're not giving you what you need, you end it, right? I mean, it's the same thing with a friendship. If you're not getting like, and that's if you have like I have friends that we kind of challenge each other like this. Do you know what I mean? That we challenge each other's past in life. We challenge each other's patterns in life, each other's projections in life. You know what I mean? So I have friends that I could rely on. Like, how many good friends do you need? These people are all acquaintances. Like I said, Heather, like I said, was a friend, and now Heidi, her cousin, will be my friend for the rest of my life. I am like convinced of it. You just, when you know, you know. And I think it is like important for us both to have this friendship. And so I don't need these friends. Like, I'm being honest with everybody. I don't need these friendships, Laura. Like, why don't you understand that? Like, when you have a rich like friendships, like, why would you need to subject yourself to people that don't understand you, that think that you're weird, that you care about things that they don't care about? Like, why would I do that to myself, right? Why would I?
Because if I was friends with them for 2-3
I
years,
wasn't friends
or
with them
if I
for
was
2 or 3 years.
acquaintances with
That's not a
them,
friendship. That's not a friendship. I have people that work for me that I paid money to for years, and then they went and moved to Europe to pursue a parallel dream, or opened up a similar business up the street. You get it? I've been there, done it. It doesn't matter to me. You get it? Like, why do I have to make amends? You can't just make amends with everybody you meet in life. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. You don't have closure with people all the time. When you date, sometimes you don't have closure with people, it just kind of ends like organically, and that's okay because you both kind of realize that it's, oh, there's like a little party going on out here. Oh, how cute. Oh my god, I love my
All right,
I really
Ellie,
do
I'm
have to
gonna give
go.
you an example. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a good example. Captain
Okay.
Napton.
Okay.
Captain Napton and I have known each other for a long time. We were never
Yeah.
really friends. When I
Okay.
became friends with Queen Bee, I became friends with Captain Napton. And even after mine and Captain Napton, Queen Bee's friendship ended, I still spoke to Captain Napton for a while. And then when I don't remember, I think when the CPS me, I was like, well, fuck you too, bitch. But at the same time, did it bother me? Yeah, it bothered me. Could I do anything about it? No, it was what it was. But it still would have been nice to have that closure instead of her running a mouth about me and, on panels and stuff. And I was just like, whatever. But I don't have this, oh my God, fuck you. I hate you, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about you because that's not human nature. Human nature is you're still going to care. You're you like
I care to a certain degree,
attitude
and I
for
know this.
everybody, not just like
I
one
do care to.
person,
No, I
but
care to
for
a certain
you to have that
degree, but
attitude towards everybody,
I
I'm
don't have
not
that attitude
buying
towards
it.
everyone, dude. I don't have that attitude towards everyone. I have that attitude towards these weird YouTube people. That's it. In my regular life, in my business, I've had to, like I said, detach from people. So I've developed these boundaries that have allowed me to detach. What is wrong with that? How could you not understand that? Like sometimes you are shaped by your work. You're shaped by what you do in life. Okay. Does that make any sense to you? I mean, I feel like I'm talking to a
Yeah, that's
wall.
what people are trying to tell you. That's what they're
Yes.
trying to explain to
Exactly.
you.
Well, I don't need to waste my energy on people that are below me and that are just going to bring me down. Why would I do that when other
But
people
if
bring me
you
up?
were friends with them for a
I'm not
while,
friends with
then
them, dude. They are not my fucking friends, obviously. How do you can you get that through your head? They are
but they
fucking
were.
acquaintances. They
But
were
they
never
were.
friends. No, they were not. They were not. Heather was my only friend in this space. Nobody was my friend. Nobody, obviously, friends would stick with you and would want to get your side of the story. Friends do not abandon you when things get group thinky and they have to go with the flow. So that's not how it works. And that's what happened with all of these people. So that's when they became non-players in my world. You get it? So people are not going to engage with. I'm sorry that I have a detachment style. I'm an Aquarius. I know how to detach from people. It's a superpower. Like I said, I've had to do it in my business. I'm good at it and it's helped me. And I don't care. I'm not going to change because you think that it's like, oh, poor them. They think that they need some kind of closure with you. My closure is disappearing from my life and being dead to them. Okay. That's what I want to be, dead to them, like Heather is dead to them. She gave me this is what her cousin said. She gave you the perfect opportunity to get away from these assholes. And I said, you're right. You're right. She really did. It's like the last gift. She left me this fucking amazing message, thank God, that I could listen to. But she also gave me this freaking gift. And I believe it. I believe that that's a gift that I'm able to slip out because I am not going back ever, dude. This is it. This is it. This is all I'm going to talk. And I'm going to just disappear fucking into the ethers. That's it. I'm not even going to go back to Discord. I deleted Discord from my phone. So whoever contacted me on Discord, I'm not going to be able to access it. I'm just going to actually just archive me and Heather's chat because I have a lot to look through on that. And it's going to help me heal from that loss. And it's also helping Heather. So, okay. So I got to go. Is somebody up here? Oh, wait, no.
No,
Okay.
my
Okay.
thing jumped.
Okay. So, do you have any more questions before I skedaddle?
Yeah,
There's people right outside. There's a party. What?
JP wanted to know, was cutting the cord sending my info to 2 people 2 weeks ago, Ellie?
I didn't send her info to anybody. I don't even know her name, dude. I don't even know JP's name. I really don't. I have no idea her fucking name. I'm being honest. I have no idea who JP is. I really don't, or care to know who that weirdo is. She's a weirdo, dude. I don't believe anything about her. I didn't send my information to anyone. That's fucking somebody trying to start shit. I wasn't even around 2 weeks ago. I've been dating somebody for the last like 6 weeks. So I've been with him, Come on, like, why would I waste my time in this fucking weird space? I told him about this fucking weird space. He knew about Heather. He knows about Heather, but he thinks it's weird too. He thinks you're all fucking weirdos. He thinks I'm weird to even engage with this anymore. And so I don't want to engage with this anymore. Why don't you understand that, Laura? When you when you outgrow something in life, you outgrow something in life. That's all it is. I've outgrown it. It served its purpose. I sprained my ankle is the reason why I even got sucked into the space, because I sprained my ankle and I couldn't fucking drive for a month. And that's during Kyle. That's what found me Kylie Rodney and Queen Bee. I first found BJ, actually, fucking Brittany, and Granny a little, and then like some other of those like people like Melissa Jade and Allie Erickson. I really like some of those girls, and that SCT or I forget. She was really good. I used to watch a lot of their true crime because I came in for true crime, but then I got sidetracked into this trauma and then drama, then strict drama, and so I don't want drama, dude. And that's what you're hearing.
Weird.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Where'd you go? There you are. Yeah, now I can.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, I came in here for true crime and I don't want to be involved in people's drama and people's lives. And as soon as it got a little too sticky for all that, that's when I like completely detached. It really was like almost a year ago, like around October is when I really, really started detaching from the place. Something happened with a friend of mine and it kind of nothing terrible, but it just kind of caused me to look at things differently. And that's when like that, I told you there was like a baby Discord, the Sinner Discord, where I heard there was like a whole room with his like records and shit in this room. Like I wasn't in there, but it was all, they're like celebrating birthday outside. Yeah, so it was this whole, and I wasn't in there, and so that's when it started because Kodo had like a little power like little thing over it. She was like so excited to become a mod and stuff. See, that's another thing. I could care less about being a mod. I think it's a fucking job. I would never want to be a mod ever, ever, ever. It's a weird fucking power thing. How people love those fucking blue wrenches. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Kodo, I heard. Like somebody shared this friggin' meme that she posted when she got her little blue dress. It was like somebody walking down the fucking stairs in a blue dress. It was so cringy. These people are cringy. The things that they care about these like electronic wrenches. Dude, I gotta go. There's like a party going on, a birthday party, and I'm missing it right next door. This is a waste of my fucking time. I have real life shit. My neighbor's birthday is going on, so I gotta go and hang out with them. My dog is out there. So thank you for having me. I really, really, really appreciate having this place to come and talk mostly about that ME bullshit. Hopefully people understand. I will comment on any questions that people have on this live tomorrow, and any questions they have about anything with the Heather and the ME. The Kodo shit, I don't want to I want to drop it because it was JP baiting me into this whole fucking thing. And so she's the one that been verified her. Whatever. I am not proud of interacting with JP to that level, let's just say, but I did it and it's done and I can't change it. And I'm not even a part of this community at all. Maybe I was years ago when you were at the height of things, when things were more pure before the Sebastian Rogers and the BJ stuff. Now it's just fucking muck. It's just people going at each other day in and day out and just lack and envy and hate. Like, why would I want to be involved in any of that when I have like love in my life, dude? Why would I want to be involved when I have like a rich life? My mother lives like a mile and a half from me. I see her like every few days. Why would I care about any of this, Laura? Because what? They cared about me at one point? You know? Did you hear me? Okay. Did you hear me?
Convince yourself that you don't give a fuck, but you do give a fuck. I could see right through you.
I give a fuck to a certain. See, this is where this is where this is a defense mechanism, but yeah, and it's detaching me from this entire space. My defense mechanism, of course it is. Yes, I'm hurt by these weird people that are unhealed. Yes, they make me feel unhealed myself, and that's what you're hearing. Hurt from the unhealedness of this space. That's all you're hearing is that. Yes, it's defense mechanisms up the kazoo. Do you know that we're 95% subconscious? That's what really kind of dictates most of our behaviors, pretty much, is our subconscious. So we're not even, a lot of us are not even in touch with our conscious, let alone our subconscious. So I think, I'm so sorry, she's barky. Oh, it's okay. Okay. She's always, trying to be the center of attention. It's like a birthday party, and she wants to be the birthday girl. All right, I'm sorry, I gotta go because my dog is out there, and I gotta
All
go.
right.
All right, thank you guys.
Talk
Bye.
to you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. I don't smoke pot and I need some. I need something harder. I need something stronger. Give me some dope. I got some needles. Like, let's do it. Holy fuck. JP, can you please come up here and explain what the fuck she was talking about, please? I can't believe I'm asking JP to come on panel. I have more questions now that I had when she first came up. Like, seriously. I don't understand how she can minimize everything, how she just doesn't give a fuck. And I do think she's full of shit. I do. I think she's full of shit. There was no explanation for any of that. That was the ramblings. No, seriously though. JP, what actually happened? Because I still don't know what actually happened. That's what I'm asking for. Kodo, somebody. What actually happened? Oh, I agree with that, Gemini. She's hurt and lashing out. There's nowhere to go with this conversation. No, that is true. Well, that's what I was trying to get from her. Like, do you think anything was wrong? Do you think that you may have hurt them regardless? And no. No, I think she is hurt. Oh, I do think she is hurt. I mean, that sounded like total hurt and dismissal, and she was pissed because she basically got dismissed. And I can't believe Sinner was the only super chat through that whole thing. You guys do not like me. I did get one cash chat, but you guys do not like me. You made me suffer. That's what I was trying to get at, Chronicles. Did she do anything wrong? Does she believe she did anything wrong? But let's look at the flip side. Okay? Here's the flip side of that. If Queen Bee is over on Fuck House, what's the difference if nobody's going to think that it's wrong then to send someone's info? Do you know what I'm saying? She sent Kodo's kids pics to me. What? Where'd it go? She sent photos to me and two other people. Then she sent my info weeks ago. She's a lunatic. There's been verified. None of that. That one and will be shown again. But the other thing that I don't understand is she reached out You know, my internet crashed. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was streaming. I don't know what it was. My internet crashed, but it's back. I was like, what the hell happened to my internet? First, I thought it was StreamYards, but no, it wasn't StreamYards. But there I am. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm back. A Jiggy, I don't know. I did not get the answers that I was looking for. I think oh, absolutely, Crystal. I think shady stuff is all over all of their fucking discords. And they all want to act like they're so innocent. Kodo, that's why you got to get ahead of the game. I show my kids. You know what? Here's a picture of the family. There you go. I learned that a long time ago. Jiggy, I couldn't get a straight answer out of her. That's the problem. Every time I asked her a question, it deflected to 15 other things. So after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm never going to get the answers that I need or that I'm looking for. Because I know Kodo left a while ago. So when did all this come out? And why did it all come out? And why did JP say anything to Kodo all of a sudden if this came out a while ago? I have a lot of questions. Never got an answer. And that's another thing, Sinner. What's good for one is not good for all. I said that yesterday, and I said it again tonight. Natalie from California, are you still in here? I didn't want to interrupt Ellie, but I should have. Natalie from California left a comment saying that after what's come out about Clue the last couple of days, she shouldn't want to show her face. And we are all so curious what the fuck she was talking about. Like, what has come out over the last few days? We don't know. So, Natalie from California, we're curious. Oh, I agree with that. Well, the real baby, yeah, I don't know. I thought the baby Discord was in QB's chat. I thought it was in QB's. It is in QB's Discord. Because they talked about it. They said that the baby Discord is QB's mods. I remember that. I remember Beats Him and QB talking about it. I missed the super chat. I did. Who? Guilty of crime? I saw that one. I don't see another one. Was there another one? No, just Dave and guilty of crime. I saw that. I'm copying again. Oh, Cash App. Yay! Thank you. What's the difference between a baby? I don't know if there. I don't think there is a difference. The difference between baby Discord and secret Discord? I don't think anything. It is in QB's Discord, collecting photos of all our friends and enemies' children. But I would expect nothing less out of QB. Thank you. Believe me, cash apps much appreciated tonight. I am cash poor. But I do. I distinctly remember them talking about baby discord because we were all making fun of it. Crystal, don't you remember that? You were here when that happened. I'm almost I mean, I'm a gambling woman and I would gamble. I would say that I'm right, that it was in QB's Discord. That's true. She did have pics of my feet. You're right. You are right about that. But I would expect nothing less. She's a fucking lowlife. Period. End of story. So when someone's a lowlife, they're a lowlife. They're gonna do shit like that. She knows better. I thought when JP left, I could swear the baby Discord was QB's mods. Like I would like put money on it. Maybe that's what JP called it, was baby Discord. But I'm curious as to why JP was sharing pics with Kodo and then got mad at Ellie if they were friends and if they were sharing it. That's why I'm confused on that too. Maybe JP will put a live back up. She explained it. Oh, so it was JP? That's true. Show a weakness, the internet will exploit it. Amen to that. I mean, understand friendships do come and go on the internet. And even though, here's my like little pep talk. Even though you don't see these people and you may not interact with them or not interact, but you may not see them physically, they're still real people and real people with real feelings. And I think sometimes people forget that. All right. It is my chat. That's what I knew it was in hers. Ellie's obsessed with it and she wasn't in there. She was never in there to know anything about it. So I was right. Baby Discord is in QB's. Ha! I knew I was right. Too bad I didn't bet on it. See, I wouldn't call the ME, but that's just me. Kodo, I could have sworn I remember hearing a conversation about that. It was the mod chat. They were BFFs with her friend who passed. Why didn't she take their word for it? The medical examiner is next level creepy. Just behind sharing her friend's info after she passed. I don't know. I didn't know the girl. I don't know anything about her. It occurred in JP's bootleg Discord that many of us no idea existed and in DMs between JP and Ellie. I think JP went to Kodo out of guilt or to get in front of it. Okay. It's been long gone for a long time. This was not in Queen's Discord. All right, so my question is, when did all this come out and why did it come out now? You know what? Crystal has a really good point. Chasing calls the Emmy to find out if someone's dead and she's a hero. Ellie does it and she's a weirdo. That's a good point. Excellent point. But it goes back to what I said the other night, and that is, it depends who you are. Everybody, what's good for some is not good for someone else, and it's true. Jason called the Emmy to find out if someone was dead and when he died, and nobody blinked an eye. But you see the point, though. I get what she's trying to say, though. It is selective outrage. That it depends who you are. It seems certain things are okay. Like, is anyone outraged about about what Queen Bee did tonight? Where's that outrage? Why is she having somebody drive by fucking Britney's? All right, I found out about this in a comment section 2 weeks ago. I messaged to confirm the comment was about me. JP and I had a phone call. She admitted everything. All right. So, but this happened a while ago? Kodo, do you want a link? I hate talking in chat. This would be so much easier if one of you guys took a link. I'm going to be like Queen Bee. You have to take a link. Who left the comment? That's what I want to know. Who left a comment about you? Okay, it happened back in April. So it happened in April. You just found out about it. Ellie and JP were friends all this whole time? Is that accurate? So then last night when I said it, I was right. Because I said last night, if that's when Kodo left, then this happened months ago. So I was right. JP got caught up in something shady and had to come clean. Yeah, because if the comment section wasn't left, then none of this would have come out. So basically, she only said anything because she got outed. Now, same thing happened to me, so I can't say anything bad about it. I'm just curious. I received proof I confronted Ellie. Queen confronted Ellie. She lied to both of us. Ellie was my friend and talked shit on B's panel about me. It's the Aquarius. Very few ever own up to its sinner. She has not to this day admitted she even did this. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that I shouldn't say I'm surprised. I'm really not surprised because all I heard from her was hurt and excuses. I didn't hear sincerity. And I tried giving her an example of how it might make you guys feel, and she wasn't having it. Spun so hard on McCall and Maytag. Seriously, though. It's it was honestly, it was a bit overkill. And I really felt bad for all of you. I even felt bad for JP for a minute. Only for a minute, though. Now, seriously, though, I did feel bad for her. I felt bad for all you guys because I'm like, how does she not see how she's hurting them? Or like, just own it to Kodo. Even if you never want to speak to him again, just own it. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. I don't want to be a friend anymore, but I'm sorry you did that. And then move on. And that's what I was trying to get her to do, and she wasn't having it. But that's what I'm saying, Kodo. I don't know why she did that. I don't know why she just didn't own it. And Gemini, part of that is you like, I am a big believer, never burn a bridge. No matter what. Just you never know when you're going to need your community. You never know when things are going to turn around. Like you just don't know. And she basically burned bridges, and that is stupid, especially around here. But also for her, yes, she did, Grandma. The other thing I don't understand, though, is how she doesn't realize that she was here for like years. And she sat in Queen Bee's like every single night. And if, God forbid, somebody said something bad about Queen Bee, she flipped the fuck out. And she always had QB's back. And she's acting like I wasn't close with Q. Yeah, you were. You went on a panel every fucking day. Huh. This has been really awful. Not only the betrayal, but I'm mourning a friend. Are you were friends with Heather too? Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no idea who Heather is. So I'm not trying to be like, mean about her, and I just have no idea who she is. All of this is merely a symptom of the culture of calling into strangers' personal lives that QB has created. I totally agree with you. Sinner, I've said that too. I said, I don't understand how people don't see. QB sets the bar. She literally set the bar for all this doxing. This shit never went on here, ever. Like, it was a no-no. She never left per se. She wasn't on panels much. Yeah, but she wasn't on panels much because she wasn't connected with what they were talking about. That is not, oh yes, it is Pecan. 100%. I've been around long enough. Queen Bee set that bar. Queen Bee got big, and anything she did, it seemed okay. And shit like that would have had her exiled. And Kodo, I'm sorry. I am really sorry too. I tried my best to get her to see that you might be hurt. I didn't have much success. And usually I'm pretty good. Usually I can fucking, get people to see my way. And I could not. When did you get demonetized? You just got demonetized? You got demonetized, Sinner? I've been demonetized. And what these people do casually is far worse than anything I've ever done. That's just a fact. I've simply defended myself. I agree with that. Oh, demonized, not demonetized. All right. Come on, cut me a little slack. I just had to deal with Ellie by myself. Cut me a little slack. Demonized. Streaming for dollars and passing around pictures of PJ's family. I knew after that there was no stopping QB. I wish Natalie from California was still here. Natalie, come back. Ash, are you fucking kidding me, Ash? Oh, now everyone's responsible for their own behavior. Do you not remember what happened when I said the text message came out about Randy and what I said about the mom? There was an uproar. You guys went fucking ballistic. Clue says the same thing about Brittany and nobody says a word. Fuck you, Ash. Oh, now everyone's responsible for their own. Oh, okay. But when I said it years ago, it was the worst thing in the world. But Clue says basically the same thing to Brittany, and you know what? Y'all cheer on. Make it make sense. Fake ass fucking bitch. Oh, so you didn't know she said it, Ash? Come on, it's been all over. I know, right, Dave? Right, Sinner? I agree. I feel better, Pecan. She basically said the same thing to Brittany about Brittany's mom that I said about Randy's mom. Basically the same exact thing. And when I said it, the whole community lost their fucking mind. But Clue says it, nobody says a word. Yeah, Clue said today that she's going to sue Brittany and her mods for defamation. Okay, Clue. Clue's living in a fantasy world, but okay. Yep. That she did, Ash. And she said it on a live, and she stood behind it tenfold. She sure did. I didn't even say it on a live. She said it on a live, and she stood on it 10 toes in. And not one video, not one word was said. That's because everything that's right, Gemini. We all know this. I'm just saying, like, the whole fucking community lost their mind. But Clue says it, and it's okay. People cheer it on. No, I think she did. I do think that's how she lost her mom. Because Clue even said today that she has every right to say it. I'm telling you, she said the exact same thing, Ash. I didn't know about it until a couple of days ago. I was like, wow, Hartley, where's the video? Where's the outrage? Yeah, somehow it just gets ignored, like everything else around here. No, Mom did not do that to us. Well, I know Clue said that, though. Clue did say that. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but Clue did say that because, like I said, she doubled down on it. She doubled down on it today. But yeah, she was going on and on how she's gonna sue Brittany. Shady has a clipped in a short. Oh, does she? All right, let me look. That would be awesome if she did. Shady just put out a clip on X of Clue and QB showing Brittany's house and saying someone is close to where Brittany lives. Yeah, Captain, I'm keeping it up. No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm just curious if so I can direct it. All right, but on the same token, why does Shady put it up? You know what I mean? All right, here it is. Oh no. Here it is. Queen Bee and Cluminati sit on panel on Rumble while they show someone driving by Brittany J's house, shaking my head. And FYI, no one made threats.
Just gotta figure out how to get it on here real quick. The best way to upload it because it's not one to upload on here. So we'll upload it off of there. Hold on. In the meantime, in between time though, your little stupid threat you made isn't gonna get you very far. There's somebody not too far off from your house. So keep making those fucking threats.
Well, hello, lovely lady.
Hello, give me 1 second. I gotta pull something up. What do we have here? Well. What was that? Be careful making fucking threats, bitch. Be real fucking careful making goddamn threats.
Yes,
Toast.
exactly. Be real.
On the flip side, Toast.
Regina, sit the fuck down, you old hag. Go fucking be a grandmother somewhere. Can someone please tell me why this is okay? Captain, where'd you go? And can someone tell me what threat Brittany made? Like, that seems to be forgotten. Where's the threat that Brittany made? Does anyone know?
Toasty's on. We're gonna go kick it with her for a minute.
He needs to be real careful making those threats because in their state, that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 180 days in jail for threatening gun violence, specifically because someone is on your property that you don't want there. It's a misdemeanor.
I'm sorry, but here in Alabama, if somebody comes on my property that I don't want, I can shoot them. I don't know about NC, but here I could legally shoot them.
Punishable by up to 180 days in jail for threatening that kind of violence against someone for trespassing. It sure is. The more you know. That's all I wanted to say, Queen Bee. So I'm going to hop back down. I think people need to reevaluate.
Do we know what Brittany allegedly said? All she said was they have protection. Exactly. Eliza, 100%. Here you go, Marlena. Petty put out a clip, of course, out of context, and these idiots are running with it. I know. You know what, Lucy? You're right. Can you imagine if Sinner did this? Can you imagine if Sinner said this? Not BJ Craig. Exactly. Sweet Stevie, you just fucking shoot. The B just gave her a reason. So Patty, hold on, let me back up. Patty put out a clip. What's Patty's channel? I can't stand Regina. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking hate her. She's one of these busybodies. Like, she's the neighbor that knows everything that's going on in the neighborhood. She just gets them under my fucking skin. Oh, I can too, Ash. If I feel there's a threat, I can shoot him dead. Yeah, Regina is a pick-me girl. Brittany said she will defend herself and family if someone comes to her house to threaten them, and she should. It simply is not a threat. It's a fair warning. I've said the same thing. I agree. Who cares if she has protection? She should have protection. Because of fucking lowlifes like this that are threatening to go to her house. If everyone is sent to jail, what would you talk about? Questionable. Show some kind of healthy debate. It's actually rewarding. Just my humble and significant perspective. We should all, maybe not all, have. But I agree. Thank you, Adrian. Woo woo. I don't understand what the fuck she's threatening. Like, how Queen Bee thinks that's such a threat. That's so stupid. How is that such a threat? That's not a threat. All right. Oh, hold on. I gotta go. Why is this behind? Hold on. Oh, because I lost internet. Hold on. All right. Sweet sativa, I totally agree with you. Like, what the fuck? He said what many people say. Craig said he would shoot Cletus if he came to his house. Of course, they'll pretend it was a true and dangerous threat for murder. All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up. Hang on.
She had
No, I'm saying he's the one
Court.
putting the cameras up, or you got stupid?
Oh, I don't know.
Are you
Shady
that fucking stupid?
Shady says she
Bald-headed
don't know
bastard?
if they
You
would
want to catch a cat, don't you?
would do that. I don't know if they would.
You a
She would
fucking
do that.
bald-headed-
If they
Putting trick cameras.
oh that I mean, would you put it past them? Honestly.
So he's getting his ugly ass outside and bringing his bald head around, putting trick cameras.
Oh
up?
no, they're talking about Bullhorn Betty when she had
No, I'm saying he's the one
Court.
putting the cameras up, or you that stupid?
oh, I don't know.
Are you
Shady
that fucking stupid?
Shady says she
Bald-headed
don't know
bastard?
if they
You
would
want to catch a cat, don't you?
would do that. I don't know if they would.
You a
She would
fucking
do that.
bald-headed-
This is what they're in a fucking uproar over. Are you serious, Queen Bee? Now you have somebody driving past her house and that's okay? All because of that? It is nuts. There's a clip Petty put out of context, and Clue and Cletus are now threatened. They've been threatening Brittany. I don't know. You want to hear it again? Maybe I missed something because I didn't hear.
When she had
No, I'm saying he's the one
Court.
putting the cameras up, or you that stupid?
oh, I don't know.
Are you
Shady
that fucking stupid?
Shady says she
Bald-headed
don't know
bastard?
if they
You
would
want to catch a cat, don't you?
would do that. I don't know if they would.
You a
She would
fucking
do that.
bald-headed-
If they
putting trick cameras.
oh that I mean, would you put it past them? Honestly.
So he's getting his ugly ass outside and bringing his bald head around, putting trick cameras.
Oh
up.
no, they're talking about Bullhorn Betty when she had
No, I'm saying he's the one
Court.
putting the cameras up, or you that stupid?
oh, I don't
Are
know.
you
Shady
that fucking stupid?
Shady says she
Bald-headed
don't know
bastard?
if they
You
would
want to catch a cat, don't you?
would do that. I don't know if they would.
You a
She would
fucking
do that.
bald-headed-
But that's what I'm saying. He's a fucking guy who is pissed off that the shit doesn't stop. He's talking about it. That wait. Hold on a second. Hang on. Hold up. Let's go back to something that I just realized. Hold on. Hang on. I'm gonna put this whole thing as bullshit, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. Meaning that this is not from that clip. They're doing this because they're pieces of shit. I'm gonna prove it in a second. Hold on. Let's listen to this again.
Just gotta figure out how to get it on here real quick. The best way to upload it because it's not one to upload on here. So we'll upload it off of there.
Yeah, but cap also means lie. I don't know which context they're using it in.
Hold on. In the meantime, in between time, though,
Meanwhile, QB is so fucking stoned that she can't even speak right.
your little stupid threat you made isn't going to get you very far. There's somebody not too far off from your house. So keep making those fucking threats.
Well, hello, lovely lady.
Hello, give me 1 second. I got to pull something up.
All right. QB, now, she lives in North Carolina. Okay. North Carolina gets dark at like 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. QB posted this. I'm sorry. When did Petty post her video? Because if you notice, this is bright sunny. This is during the day. This did not happen because of what Craig said when Petty posted this alleged video, because she only posted it recently, right? This happened a long time ago. This happened during the day. As you can tell from the sunshine. And that's what I was looking for. This is fucking daylight. So, Queen Bee, this happened before this alleged threat. You were just waiting for a reason to show it. And subs, you're too stupid to, not you guys, her subs are too fucking stupid to even catch on. But this was bright sunlight. Yep, she was waiting for the opportunity. Can anyone tell me when Patty's video was posted? I think I shut it down. Marlena, when was Patty's video posted? What time was this alleged threat? Oh, it was definitely intimidation, but it's bullshit. They had this fucking video already. She's a liar. This had nothing to do with the threat 4 hours ago. So that would have been 8 o'clock. She posted it at 8 o'clock. So Queen Bee didn't know about it until after it was dark out. Again, this is bright sunlight. So she had it in her back pocket. So this whole thing about how, oh, she did this for because of the threat, that's a blatant lie. It's not a pic, it's a video. That's well into the middle of the afternoon. No, she said that she had somebody driving by Britney's. I don't know if she used an old clip or, well, yeah, but it wasn't taken from this threat. This is not from the threat. This is the middle of the day. The shadows tell you that. The sunlight tells you that. Someone drove by Brittany's house, had nothing to do with that clip. No, that's not even late afternoon. Look at that sun. That's fucking the middle of the day. Look at that sun. That's a bright ass sun. You know what? Well, it depends if it's woods or not. Ash, but Ash is right. Look at the trees. I don't know. It could be. Yeah, she said that someone was not that far away. It's exactly what she said. I'll play it again.
Well, hello, lovely lady.
Hello, give me 1 second. I gotta pull something up. What do we have here? Well. What was that?
That was Brittany's house. Look. That's Brittany's house. But look at the clouds and the sun. Oh, Clue's sister lives by BJ. There you go. But look at the clouds and the sun. This was the middle of the day. Brittany, mow your lawn. That's what I'm saying. But she's using it as a scare tactic. Yeah, it definitely is the summer. Because she's using it to scare her. Have you ever seen QB's house? You want to talk about a dump? Yeah, that was her scare tactic. But the point is, it had nothing to do with the threat. This video was taken before that threat was ever even perceived or made. That's my point. So they want to say that they did this based on a threat, and that's a total fucking lie. Because, again, this was taken in the middle of the day. And we know Craig didn't say that in the middle of the day. And I agree with that too, Ash. I agree. Condoning this behavior is sick. 100% agree. And the fact that she has 2,000 people in the chat or 1,000 people or whatever, and Clue has 2,000 people and not one of them put that together? Clue said it this morning. Yeah, but they didn't. All right. So even if Craig said it this morning, Clue didn't mention it later. Clue did a whole live, never said a word. So it didn't bother her then. Craig didn't say it this morning. It was said at the very end of Brittany's live this evening around 7:45. I know because I missed part of it because I came in late. There you go. I believe Brandy. So again, for all the QB idiots that think that, oh, this was due to a threat, no, that sunshine is not due to a threat that was said after it was dark out. Nice try, though. Just more lies by QB and Clue. I agree. That wasn't made in response to the alleged threats. They were doing that. They just used a threat as an excuse. Oh, absolutely. But I'm telling you, QB people didn't fucking say it. Craig said it around 7:35 p.m., 7:45 Eastern time. I believe you. Yeah, I kind of caught that today, Sinner. The problem is Ellie's going to tell her to just get offline then. But BJ now has QB saying it as a threat. This video right here is a threat. It may be an implied threat, but it's a threat. No, she just needs to mow her lawn. But that's fucked up. And the fact that QB is lying about it is even more fucked up. That's what I'm saying, Ash. That video, like, is clearly the middle of the day. You see the sun coming through the trees. Well, you could see the sun. So fucked up how they lie so easily. Look at that sun. So that means QB acknowledges someone is QB probably sent them there. You could see the sun again there. But like, what is the point of driving by her house? You think you're going to catch her outside? Oh, I agree with you. This video may come back to haunt QB. I definitely agree with that. It absolutely could. Because she uses it as a direct threat. And then she lies to everybody saying that it's because of the video? No. I agree, Cookie. I can't prove that QB's. It could be Clue that sent him. Who knows? But the fact that if it was QB, well, Clue co-signed it. They all got no problem with it. It is so fucking gross. They do look insane. I agree. I agree with that too, Amber. The only threats I see come from QB and Clue. Oh, absolutely. And she lied to her audience as usual. It's what she does best. And all these dumbasses fall for it. It's sick. The rest of it's fucked up. I don't know what the hell happened to this community. You get a bunch of fucking lowlifes in here and all hell breaks loose. It's crazy. And like I said, now Clue's starting a fundraiser. I tried, Jiggy. I did try. Good night, Grandma. I need a grandma. I have no grandmas left. All my grandmas are dead. I like saying grandma. These grown adults, they are sick. The whole thing is sick. But the fact that they're fucking lying about it is even worse. Oh, Clue's now having a fundraiser? Because she said she didn't need a fundraiser. I heard it today. She, honestly, though, she's so fucking insecure. I don't think I've seen someone with that much insecurity in a long time. See, Cookie Slim, I don't think they want to bring her channel down because then they can't make money on her. Then what will they do? So that's why I don't think they really want to bring her channel down. But Brittany has played this totally wrong. And I fucking told her that. Is she really doing a fundraiser? Hell, why not do a fundraiser? Everybody else does. Everyone else over there does. Why should they get all the money and Clue gets none? That's probably how she's looking at it. I agree, Amber. It's all manufactured. But at the same time, then you have people like Jonesin who puts Clue on a pedestal. I don't think she does it intentionally, but saying like she's a cult leader, that's putting her on a pedestal. She's not a fucking cult leader. She's a lowlife. Plain and simple. And she's a liar. To me, that's not a cult leader. Truth had Cletus on his panel tonight. What an enraging shit show that was. See, I don't watch any of that. That's what I'm saying, Sinner. She's not a leader. She's a fucking loser. At least she speaks in good English, though. She isn't saying it's a compliment. I'm not saying she is, but it does put her on a pedestal. Didn't I just say I don't know if she does it intentionally? I don't think she does it intentionally. Truth literally good. Yeah, I can't watch them. I just don't find any again, to me, they're just lowlifes. If you guys haven't noticed, I have a very hard time with people who can't speak right. I think that's why I stick with Sinner. I know he speaks right. Moon speaks right. I think that's what I base my bar on now. People that speak proper English. Sounds dumb, but that's what I'm basing it on. I don't see it as her being. Yeah, when you're saying someone is a cult leader, you're saying that they influence everybody, that they are that they have pullover people. I don't know. To me, a cult leader is a leader. Oh, Just Irish. I totally agree with that. Just Irish says Clue has never been popular before and it shows. She has fans. Yeah, she said so herself. I know. I heard Jiggy. I heard she's been trying to get on other panels and everyone kept denying her. But she's been on my panel before, but she was never this ramped up, I should say. I also wish Ellie would have given more dirt. She didn't give dirt. I wanted to hear more dirt. That's how you know someone really leaves, when they give you all the dirt. Ash, I hear you on that. She was just going like a fucking mile a minute. I was like, girl, breathe. Just breathe. And she wasn't breathing. You know what's funny though? She looks exactly how I thought she would look. She's actually much thinner than I thought she was. But she looks exactly how I thought she was going to look. Oh, GW is an idiot. She really is just an idiot. GW, you know what's funny about her though? She legit thinks that she's going to be this massive YouTuber that is going to hit it big and be big forever. She really believes that. Like, dude, this drama is not going to last. Did you know QB stream your live on Rumble? I don't care. I'm not her. I'm not weak like that. You want to stream it, stream it. I don't give a fuck. You just open me up to another audience. Like I'm not them. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a striker. Pathological, that's a good word. Actually, I didn't know it till you just told me. But I figured she would have. I hope Brittany files charges and gets restrained. I agree. That's what I'm saying, Irish. This is her peak. And as soon as Brittany's gone or she can't do this, what's she going to do? She's got nothing. Oh, that's very true, Eliza. But my last couple of lives, I've been, calling others out, so I can't say anything there. I only knew because ClipPunk made a clip. Restraining when you avoid the masses' behaviors and can't understand that you participate in the madness. So she can say about my comments I said, which I was very clear. I never do it, but I wanted to make my points. QB is cool with people driving. QB probably sent them there. I agree, Eliza. She doesn't know how to create anything. She can't even edit a video. See, I wish I was friends with Clue because I want to know how she does the baby stuff. Because I want to know that how to do that. And I can't seem to figure it out. So I haven't done it. But I've been using OBS for years and I can't seem to get mine set up like Burnt Toast has it. Pisses me off. Most of them are channel holders. GW's a channel holder too. Jay can make videos though. I'll give credit where credit is due. She's actually a pretty good video editor. Clue does the baby videos. You know, like when someone joins a membership, I know some people think it's weird, but I've seen some awesome baby stuff, baby shorts that are fucking hysterical on Facebook. I was like, oh my God, that's hysterical. Eliza, still trying to figure it out. I've gone through ChatGPT and they tell you what to do, but it still doesn't make sense to me. I should have Phoenix help me. Nah, QB was never. Somebody always did QB's work. Always. I don't even think she does her own thumbnails. She's got people doing a shit all the time. That's what I'm saying, Brandy. Did you hear Burn Toast a couple of weeks ago go off on how weak you are if you strike and all this other shit? Like, really? Did you tell Queen Bee that? Because she strikes everybody. But let her stay over on Rumble. Nobody will miss her over here. Let her stay over there. Oh, the way she has OBS set up. I've used OBS for years. I was like one of the first in this community to even have OBS because I've been using it since 2017. And I can't get like the comments. Her and Clue have it set up where they get the comments or the super chats. I don't know how they did that. I keep trying to find it in OBS and I can't find it. I don't know what the hell they did. Thank you, Jiggy. Don't forget, fall candles are up. But I had to paint today, so I couldn't work on the website. But it's September 1st. I have a wedding in 2 months. So I need to get the website finished. Oh, I agree, Brandy. Estel, oh, he's got it set up like that too? Yeah, I don't get along with him either, though. I don't get along with a lot of people. But I probably do have a better idea for him than me. Thank you, Brandy. I'm excited too. But I got to make more money. More money. So priority has to be the website. I made some awesome air fresheners though, but they're not quite ready yet. But I work tomorrow and Wednesday, and then Thursday I'll have pictures. And then Friday I got to go back and finish painting. Life of a busy mom. But I am going to get off because I'm fucking starving. I got done painting and ran to my computer to start a live. So I got to eat something because my stomach is like, starving. Have you ever did like a buy 3? No, but I'm actually setting that up, Jiggy, where you get 10% off. I'm working with the guy that does my subscriber stuff, the company. if you buy 3 items, you get 10% off. If you buy 5 items, you get 20% off. So that is something I'm working on. And I'm also working on the subscriptions. Now people will get to pick if they want a specific candle in their candle of the month, which I haven't done before. So I'm going to see if that works, how that works. I got some good things that I'm working on. Thank you, Gemini. Who clueless speak good English? I didn't say Clue spoke good English. I said Sinner speaks good English. I said Moon speaks good English. Well, Moon does sometimes, most of the time. I can't stand use and ain't. Like ain't is funny, like and a joke. But some of these creators or like it's 30, Jiggy. Is it 30? Yeah. 30? I think it's 30 and it includes free shipping. Yeah, the lowest one is 30. And that's the candle of the month club. You get a candle plus you get wax melts and whatever I have going on for the month. Like last month they got air fresheners, like anything that I'm testing out, they get. Resin, stuff I've done with resin. Good stuff. And I'm like hesitant because I'm changing it a little. It's from the South language slang. Every region, some use a different type. Yeah, but some of them is just right and some of them is not. Yes, you do, Jiggy. You just reminded me. I got to get these candles out. And then each month, subscribers get a new scent that nobody else gets. They're strictly for subscribers. It's usually like my favorite scent of the month. They get it first, and then sometimes if I have any left over, I will put it for sale, but most of the time it's strictly for my subscriptions. So they know that they're getting a, one of a kind scent basically. And it's good because some of my subscribers I've had for 2-3 years, they've never gotten the same scent twice. These kids and these creators not caring whatsoever. I just, one thing I will say, I don't fucking understand how these people convince themselves that Britney caused all this and that they're only doing this because they're so concerned for Britney. Sit the fuck down. You don't give 2 shits about Britney, her motherhood, her kids, Craig, nothing. But they just want to lie. And I mean, I'm telling you, you guys should have heard Clue today. If you didn't know any better, you would think that they just love, that they're just concerned people. They're just truly concerned for her. And they, want to see the best for her. That's what you would think if you listen to her today. If you didn't know any better. It's like, really, Clue? Come on. But I'm telling you, her going on about how she's gonna, if she loses her channel, then she's gonna sue Britney, and she's taking her to court, and not just her, but she's taking her mods to court. Britney, don't let them scare you. There's nothing, there's no defamation that she can get you on. And if you took down her channel, YouTube would have to be the one to take it down. You don't have the power to take down a channel. That would be YouTube. So her loss of income, no, that doesn't apply in defamation, but she's trying to scare you. It was ridiculous. That's not how defamation works. Just saying. Oh, absolutely, Cookie. They're not out for blood, guys. Don't ever mistake it. It's all about money. That's all this is about is money. If they don't have Brittany, how are they going to make this money anymore? They can't. They don't have anybody to talk about to make this money. They have to do it for the money. They literally have no choice. They have to keep it going because their subs have to have it. Fact. So don't let all the bullshit kid you. Did you want to play Shady Shore to what Clue said? Yeah, where is it? No, everyone told me not to. Everyone said don't play it because it'll hurt Brittany. So I said, okay. Yeah, their pockets have gotten very fat. You agree to if they that's what I'm saying, Eliza. Like they can't. Hey, Boston. Great catch on. You're welcome. I'm good like that, Boston. I catch little things like that. That's why I was in true crime, or still am. Oh, by the way, there's a movie that 2 YouTubers put out called House of Eden with Selena and some other true crime girl. It was fucking horrible. I watched it today. It was so stupid. Selena Boo Boo or something. It sucked. I saw that video about. Oh, I'm sorry, Jiggy. Oh, that's right. I knew your mom was dying. Problem is, people just believe the fools without verifying. I agree. Yeah, in my opinion, it's the first thing I thought of was the sunshine. This didn't happen from a fucking threat that was made at nighttime. Nice try, though. Can you imagine how much other shit they have in this little file? I can't even imagine. But I also don't understand why subs don't care how they're being lied to every single day by these fools. Yep. Over 1,000 people believe every word they say because they're just not smart enough, Lana, to put 2 and 2 together. So yeah, I call you out, Queen Bee. Nobody took that video after the threat. So what else is in your fucking pocket? What else you got in your back in that little file of wrongs? Fucking gross. But all the people that get snaked by QB and Clue, you know what? You should have listened. Can you imagine, Eliza, how much shit they have in their back pocket? Yeah, but Joneson did it for you. Or I'm shunned because of a mistake I made 5 years ago. But they do all this real life shit, and that's okay. Sit down. Unbelievable. All right, but I am getting off there. I'm starving. Starving like Marvin. Love you guys. Thank you guys. It was a good night. Everyone go, unwind from Ellie. And I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. I got to babysit tomorrow. So I'll be on later. Although tonight was kind of late. But thank you guys for being here. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up on your way out. And make sure you hype this video. Hype, hype, hype. September 1st, new month. And we got to hype it. All right. But more importantly, hit that thumbs up on your way out. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace.